So you stumbled on the Napalm channel. Blown views, panel, killed and tremble. Smoke a camel, don't get anal. It's classic games all the time. Watch me rhyme, stream full time in my prime. Killing undead like I'm Rick Grimes. Stream starting soon, so let's attune. Streams in the afternoon beneath the moon, let's commune. Getting old, need a spoon when I eat my prunes. I learned to group in Black Burrow, end up in the dunes. So hit the like and the sub and the bell. I don't smell pretty swell in the dungeons where I dwell. You'll be a fan, I foretell. Shoot a spell when I yell and be my clientele.
Now that's a nice shirt, huh? Introducing Into the AM, the most comfortable shirts I have ever owned. I'm serious. Man, the clothing of Into the AM had fast delivery, and I'm so excited to announce that we've partnered up with Into the AM for an exclusive deal for you. My community gets 10% off, and yes, it stacks on top of any other promotions or discounts they have on the website. Check the link in the description down below to get the discount and check out the Nathan Napalm, that's me, my most absolute favorite shirts ever. Bright, beautiful designs. They fit perfect, man. They make you look good. And once you wear one, you'll never want to wear another shirt again. You're just going to want Into the AM all the time. So click the link. It helps the channel when you do purchase off this website using my link, and you're going to get the benefit of the softest, most premium shirts you've ever had. Click that link. Click that link. Let's go.
I want to give a very special thank you to the members of Napalm for your contributions month over month in keeping me full-time. You help me pay the bills so I can keep streaming and pumping out content, and I truly appreciate all of you. Thank you so much, and I think you might be interested in becoming a member of the channel. Please click the join button down below the video for more information and join our family. And I want to give an extremely big shout out to the Lords of Napalm. Bounty Code, Jared Woodhouse, Daimlers, Sparoh, Random Rob, Rodney O'Mom, Galerain Moonsong, What's the Takeaway, Bad Wolf Gaming, Cobalt, William Long, Robert Daneka, Ohalo, and Angel Tariq. Thank you for your highest tier membership. So you stumbled on the Napalm channel. Blown views, panel, killed and tremble. Smoke a camel, don't get anal. It's classic games all the time. Watch me rhyme, stream full time in my prime. Killing.
Hello everybody, we're live with some freaking EverQuest, because it's Friday, and there's no book club, so that means it's EverQuest time.
Nope, no book club.
What's up, Wild Relic? Hey, Orsic. Hey, Crinkled. How you guys doing? Ooh, you just got Final Fantasy 16 for half off? I like 16 a lot. I thought it was a super fun playthrough. I mean, it is one of those games, like, I probably won't replay it for a long time. You kind of get fully fulfilled on the game with the one playthrough, but I enjoyed it. I thought the story was pretty good. Whoops, I was following Bounty Code. Bounty Code's going to go check out a spot for us to the northwest to see if it's a good camp spot. If we get a healer tonight, we'll probably go to Split Paw. That's kind of what we're thinking, is we can pour over there. We do have Feetsies with us, but Feetsies only here for about another hour and a half before he's got to go. So if we get us a good healer, we should be able to do Split Paw and have some fun, do something different. And also I want to go ahead and address it now. I told you guys in the Discord yesterday that I would have an announcement today.
You're getting undressed now?
So,
that's what I heard.
Is that what I said?
No.
Okay. You never know with me. I might have said that. So, I didn't get to make the announcement today, okay? But what I am going to announce is that I do have an announcement coming out Monday.
You're announcing an announcement.
Maybe Monday. It's a maybe announcement. It's a maybe announcement of maybe an announcement on Monday. So it just depends on some things that might happen on Saturday. I don't know what that could be. And based on that, I might be making an announcement on Monday about something that might be happening. So get pretty excited.
Yeah, OnlyFans puppet channel, I think.
Yeah. All I'm going to say is I've been dreaming of doing this for a long time. It would be so fantastic if I could dream to all of you guys about it. That's all I'm saying.
Wow, subtle.
It's very subtle. I don't think it'll be able to crack that. That's pretty locked down. That's pretty hard to understand, I think. Speaking in that kind of code.
You have to like have a key right by you, just so you can figure it out when you're saying it.
Yeah, you need a what was those things you had to order in the mail back in the day? So you could read the secret.
Ring.
Yeah, the decoder ring, yeah. Saturday's going to be a wild day, though, because I hear also Monsters and Memories might open up the server, dude. Like,
what?
Too much excitement! Everybody calm down!
I know. My poor blood pressure is going off the charts. Just too much happiness and excitement.
Must be a popsicle dream? Maybe. It could be. Oh my gosh, Crinkle, if it was that... I wouldn't be able to even go live. I'd be so excited if like Pantheon was like, yeah, we just want you to stream Pantheon anytime you want. I'd be so freaking psyched I would just not be able to go online because I wouldn't be able to keep my mouth shut.
Bindini doesn't get it. Those Canadians.
So that area does seem to have slightly higher mobs. The people in the camp are blue to me, where in that first camp they're green to me. So
perfect.
you might want to go. And there's a lot of mobs even before then.
Okay.
So I think we'll have lots of things to pull and kill.
All right.
Well, we can hang out there till... Who was our healer before?
I don't remember his character's name. What was his character's name? We didn't play for a week, so now my memory is fading.
I know. I'm horrible.
Did Cringe Pony get picked up by HBO? Okay, guys. That's like that story that Benica and Sparoh always say where, you're like, I got a surprise for you kids. And they're like, we're going to Disney World? And you're like, no, we're going for ice cream. Now it's not even exciting.
Right.
Oh, just ice cream.
Yeah. It's totally that
Kids do that.
Backfires.
Kids do that. You got to be careful with kids. They always do some stuff like that where you're like, well, now I feel like a horrible parent, so thank you.
Yeah. We're getting 3 puppies? No, just one. Only one?
Oh, only one.
Only one. They'll be lonely.
Back to puppy talk.
Now you sound like Sparoh.
Oh, I can't. I'm still trying to talk Bounty into a Rottweiler puppy.
Our puppy is the nicest, calmest little thing. He just sleeps cuddled up on you. Like, I literally can record videos with him on my lap. He doesn't make a peep.
Sounds like Joy, my little Cavalier. I used to have.
None of you tried to watch Scrambled Cinemax? I really wish I could tell you that I have never done that before. I really, 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 really wish that I could tell you. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, I don't even know what that is, honestly.
I wish I could say the same, but I know exactly what he's talking about. Unfortunately.
Is it one of those sweet summer child? Oh, you sweet summer child.
I just think it's probably like a young teenage boy in the 90s thing, that you found out about certain shows, but you don't have that channel, so you just
hear the audio.
It's all scrambled because they didn't want you to see it, but every once in a while you might catch a glimpse of something you like. Yeah, that's sad, but I used to spend hours trying to just see something.
Picasso version.
I think I saw a nipple.
Yeah. It's like, no, it was an eyeball. Dang it. I really wish that I could say I do not know about that. It's so embarrassing.
Oh my God.
So embarrassing.
Bindini, I am level 33. I think I'm the youngest at 33.
I had 90. Oh, 90210. I never watched that. That was one I never even.
I saw a little bit of it. I wasn't a big fan, but I do remember it. Oh, all right. Are we running over to Bounty's little
So-
camp?
Yep.
I would suggest running straight north to the old camp first, and then we'll go west towards that other camp, because running straight in a straight line, it looks like lots of high mountains and stuff, and there's a lot of random mobs too that kind of gank me.
Oh, can we get invites? Whoever wants to.
Oh,
do
yeah, my bad.
inviting.
Let's do that, yeah.
Peace Dog is here.
Yay! Got a monk.
Yep, we just need our healer. I cannot not think of the name. I feel like a horrible human being. He's joined us many times now. And it's a short name, isn't it? Like a one-word name.
Was it Junior coming with us, I thought? Am I wrong?
Yes, I think
It was
is.
Junior.
I thought so.
But
I was
his
afraid to
in-game
say
name
it,
is
but I was
different.
pretty. Yeah, his in-game isn't Junior, but that's who it is.
Okay, yeah, I think so.
Yeah, YouTube is very sensitive with the helper review. And what's really makes me mad about that is I don't get to review it. It just, I don't know who, nobody reviews it on live, I mean. Now, I also am super aware that, like, YouTube is also blocking comments, even though I click allow all comments. Sometimes I check it every time I look at comments. There'll be one helper review. But usually, I know they're just deleting some of them. I know they are. Because I
Why?
for years, there's certain comments I know when I make a video I'm going to get, right? That are hateful. They're gone. They're just gone. I don't hear for none of those anymore. And I know people are still coming and trying to say the same old things from, 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah, but both EQOA and myself can allow it. So that's probably what's happening is one of us is clicking it. Allow. Or whatever.
Darston and Embers, yeah. I can't remember his name in EverQuest, though. Yeah, I can see the, Oh, it does show it to you guys?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, where does it go?
So we're probably just clicking allow before you kind of thing.
Interesting. I wonder why I can't see it.
I rarely click it because unless you're like super busy or something, I just,
It just shows up there in the chat?
yeah. And it'll say allow or deny.
Oh, you know what? I do see that sometimes, but a lot of times people will say like, "Oh, I just got blocked," but I didn't see it. So YouTube also has some rules where they just don't allow.
Oh,
I
I'm
guess.
sure they do.
Now that you
Yeah.
say that, I have allowed comments before. Yeah, it used to let me do it a lot more back in the day. I used to see it a lot. Like somebody would say it used to do it over all kinds of stuff. All right, we all in the group.
Wanna
Let's.
follow me?
Yep.
Yep, I'm following you, Bonnie. I got CeeLos on. I don't have Lev though, so go bouncing down the
I'll
mountain.
try to go.
Go low.
Yeah.
Can't believe it. Thanksgiving's next Thursday.
Yeah.
Oh, we just bought our turkey today and cranberries. I do the fresh cranberries.
Ooh, I love the fresh cranberry.
Me too.
I do also like the cheap old canned Jello stuff.
Mm-hmm.
We always call it the purple stuff at my house. I like that too, but it doesn't compete with real fresh cranberries in the sauce. But
Yeah,
still, I like both.
I do a sauce with like crushed cranberries. I don't make a jelly. But I like the canned jelly just
Okay,
fine.
so this is the old camp. We're gonna go west this way, all the way to the other camp, and just see maybe the mobs. You know what they're like.
So my Canadian friends, please translate this Canadian jarble in chat here. He says, Thanksgiving was like a month ago. It's got to be a Canadian thing, right?
Yes.
Something on us.
Love you, Bendini.
This you skip ahead the hour, that's what happens. We just skip a month. Fall back, so we have Thanksgiving again.
I do kind of have to admit that I like having it in October better. It feels like it has its own holiday, where American Thanksgiving just feels so tied in with
It's
Christmas.
smashed. Yeah, it's smashed. Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree with that. Yeah, I would rather it be in October too. And
Yeah.
plus, October has a good feel to it, right? Like late November's like in between fall and winter feeling, and it's just weird. Whereas in October, it feels more like fall. You got the color changes on the. It's not as dead yet. Whereas dead trees, you know, that has its own feel to it. Dead trees and snow, that's Christmas, right? That's how that feels. That is true.
I agree. But I get to have 2 Thanksgivings. Well, we don't really do that anymore, but we used to have 2 Thanksgivings every year.
Still turkey? Canadians do turkey?
Oh yeah, at least we did.
Maple syrup on the turkey?
No, but maybe in the sweet potatoes.
Heck yeah! Now we're talking.
Got a gorilla friend.
And he's blue.
Oh, I've gotten used to my quorum setup. Hitting the wrong button for taunt. Oh, I'm about to ding. Dang, I didn't know I was this close to dinging.
Oh, me too. 93%.
Nice.
Oh, we didn't get XP for that.
Oh,
Wonder why.
was it green?
Is because calming is with us, right?
No,
Calming should
our
be good.
level.
P-Star's good
not,
too.
not
isn't
calming. Yeah.
What level is P-Star? I thought he was around our level.
It was probably just green.
Oh, that was
Oh,
blue.
P-Star gets high level, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I forgot P-Star comes with us in pools, but out of the group. I forgot. I never liked sweet potatoes. You would think that was a grave sin in my family, with how every year it's the same. They always ask, how do you not like sweet taters, but boy. Bro, I thought you said boy. Yeah, the
There's the camp.
sweet potatoes I love. I grew up eating them. I love them. A little honey, a little syrup on them. That's how we always did it. And some
Mashed? Do you do mashed or like chunks?
I'm okay with chunks, but I prefer it mashed. I like to just bake it like a potato, split it open, throw some butter in there, throw some syrup and or honey, and then squish it all up in there and just eat the snot out of it. I love them.
Gosh, that sounds so good. I haven't decided if I'm going to carb it up on Thanksgiving. I haven't made my decision yet.
If you can do the cubes or the smushy, is that what you mean?
No, like have carbs.
Oh, carbs.
doing-
I thought you said carve it
Yeah.
up. Okay, I got you.
Carb it up.
I was like, never heard anybody explain carving a sweet potato. That's how I asked.
It's a Canadian thing.
It does sound good, minus the snot part. Yeah. You know what though? I don't like the fancy stuff. So unfortunately, I don't even care about the sweet potatoes at Thanksgiving because my wife makes the fancy kind. Right? She puts it all in the thing in the I don't know what things are called in the glass thing. Right? Anybody know what I'm talking about? It's like
No.
Tupperware with no lid and it's made of glass. Whatever that thing is, right?
Okay.
Like you might make a casserole in it, kind of whatever that's
Sure.
called.
I got you.
Oh,
Yeah.
like a 9x5.
Yeah,
glass.
9x5. Yep. So she puts she puts it in there, and then she puts the marshmallows, and I don't know what else some cinnamon maybe. I don't know what she does, but I don't like the fancy. I don't like it. The marshmallow. I don't want marshmallows in my. That seems
That's like
weird.
dessert. That would
Yeah.
be really good, but it would be a dessert.
Yeah, that's the way they consider it. They consider it dessert. I don't need that. And stuffing, dude. You don't eat the stuffing? Dude, I freaking love it. It's one of my favorite
I
parts.
love stuffing.
I have a
Yeah.
confession to make. I prefer stovetop stuffing To
It's
like
good.
real stuffing.
It's good.
I love it.
It's good. The only stuffing I've had that I like better than stovetop, which, by the way, Mandela effects. It used to be Stouffer's, by the way. In America, it used to be Stouffer's stuffing. Apparently, that doesn't exist anymore. I'm telling you, it used to. It used to. My wife's grandma. She's not. She's not in the best shape, so she doesn't really do it often anymore. But she used to take bread. Fresh bread, not like store-bought crappy loaf bread, but like fresh bread. Just crumble it up, put it somewhere. I don't remember if she covered it. I don't remember. She just put it somewhere and let it dry out, and then make stuffing out of it. And it is good. And that's the only one I've had that I like better than stovetop. Stovetop's good.
Yep. We get the turkey stovetop for Thanksgiving. We go fancy.
Did you guys pour some of the juices from the turkey in there to juice it up a little bit?
No, I haven't, but that would be good.
It is good, and I like to fry mine too. I don't know if you're in a. Once again, I do some cooking, but I don't know what anything's called. The black skillet. What's that called?
Cast iron.
Cast iron skillet. I like to fry mine in a cast iron skillet with the juices from the turkey. Drop a little bit of milk in there. I do the stuffing and the turkey. That's all I do at Thanksgiving.
Maybe you know what apple butter is.
Yeah, oh yeah. I like apple butter.
I like apple butter too. I haven't had it in a long time though.
We just made a fresh pot last weekend.
It's just like a really super thick and flavorful applesauce to me.
What is? Oh, butter. Apple butter.
Apple butter, yeah.
Big apples, 6 bushels of apples, and you put 25 pounds of sugar, and you take 2 little balls of oil of cinnamon, and you cook all of that in a big copper pot
Yeah, man.
over a fire for about 12 hours until it gets a nice, almost butter consistency.
Dude, now you're talking, dude.
It turns a nice golden brown color, and it's just so good.
Yeah, it is good. Just toast. That's all you need. Some toast and apple butter. You are in heaven. My grandma used to make it exactly like you described.
Give me a spoon.
Yeah, I like it with a spoon. Heck yeah. My grandma used to like to buy those candies called, what were they called? Hot. I think they're called Hot Devils.
Hot tamales?
No, not tamales. They weren't
No.
gummy. They were like a hard candy, but they were really little red circles.
Yeah.
Little
Red
like a
Those
heart.
are good. Red Hots, yeah.
Heart.
Red Hots. That's it.
Heart.
She would melt those into her apple butter, made homemade.
Oh, that would be
Interesting.
good. You guys are making me hungry. What's with the food talk?
At least we got off the carbs. We're talking about stuffing.
And deviled eggs, for me, I absolutely adore deviled eggs, but that's more of an Easter thing for me. Like, I always have them at Easter.
I love deviled eggs. I like all eggs, but I have to take too harsh of a penalty from eating them that I usually don't eat them. Because,
Really?
yeah, my wife won't let me sleep in the bed with her if I ate a bunch of eggs.
Ah.
And I don't blame her. It's bad. It's really nasty.
Oh, yeah, egg
Now,
farts.
do you
yeah.
eat 12 or do you eat like 2?
Oh, I gotta eat 12.
That's why.
I can't just eat one. It's like eating one chip. It's impossible.
Oh, you're
Well,
funny.
Bounty and I'll have like 4, as in like
2 eggs.
four
for
halves.
halves.
2 eggs.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
right. No, I eat as many that are there. I'm like, everybody got deviled eggs? Everybody's good? All right, then.
Rest are mine.
Down they go.
Yeah, I love them. We
Yeah.
just had some the other day. Bounty's
Yeah.
been making some up just as a snack for us.
The dill and the paprika.
Oh, apple butter's very carb-loaded. That's true. My bad.
Oh, it is.
My bad. We're still in the carbs. My bad.
Fruit is very.
Okay, well,
carby,
deviled
but
eggs, right? That's good.
Those are perfect. Yeah. And they're even I can put some mayo and go a bit keto with it. It's not carnivore, but I've been sneaking in a little bit of keto stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. So mayo's good. Some nuts, stuff like that. Not too much though. I gotta measure them out, make sure I'm not over carbing. Keeping it under like 10 grams a day.
You can't trust someone who doesn't like pumpkin pie?
I love
Pumpkin pie is good.
pecan pie is probably my favorite. And that is sugary, delicious.
I love lemon poppy seed muffins.
Yeah, muffins are good too. That's something I don't eat a lot of, but they are good.
It's cake you're allowed to eat for breakfast.
Yeah, it's,
Right?
it's legal cake for breakfast. Yeah. Nobody even like bats an eye or treats you
Right.
disgusting.
Had a delicious muffin for
If
breakfast.
you took a slice of cake and ate it, they would like be like looking at you like you're a monster. But oh, it's a muffin. Oh, it's probably healthy.
It's bread, right?
Yeah, right.
Basically, just bread, healthy bread. Oh,
I like-
pumpkin cheesecake is one of the best. Yes, Mutin.
Oh, pumpkin cheesecake. Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah. With like a caramel drizzle on it.
We got some pumpkin cheesecake randomly in a we haven't done it in a while in the what's that place called? The food place that delivers food that you cook yourself, whatever it's called. We do that sometimes, and
Fresh.
fresh foods.
Fresh?
Or no, not fresh foods. Fresh
Something fresh.
Hello
Hello
Fresh.
Fresh?
Hello Fresh, yeah. They did some pumpkin cheesecake and it was really good. It was like pretty top shelf.
Now I'm hungry. But it's a good thing I got legal snacks. I have kielbasa and cheese, like old aged cheddar.
You can't beat some
And
good
smoked
kielbasa.
Gouda.
Ooh, love that Gouda.
It's Gouda.
Gouda. Not a fan of sweet potatoes, but I'll eat them. But I would basically prefer about anything else. Interesting.
Really? Is it the sweetness that just throws you off? Like it should be savory or something? I love sweet potatoes, but I love sweet things, so.
Now I'm not a fan of yams.
That's the same thing.
I don't care. It's different.
They're literally the same
I
thing.
think the reason I don't like yams is because when it's labeled as a yam, okay, it's in the can, and it's so gross.
Oh, yeah, no.
maybe,
Canned
yeah.
anything is not as
Yeah.
good as fresh.
Canned yams. That's the only time I ever. So is it literally the same thing?
Yeah, it's literally like I bought a bag of sweet potatoes today. It said yams on it.
Oh, weird. I didn't know that. I thought they were different.
Yeah.
I thought it was just in the same family.
So it's just how it's prepared. You don't like it.
Yeah, I don't like
Canned
canned.
is gross.
Ugh.
Yeah, makes
That's
sense.
not
a lot
good.
of stuff that's fresh is so good, but you can it. It's just not the same.
Yeah, it takes the good out of it.
I agree.
Oh, I agree. I had them once or maybe twice, and they were disgusting. Canned yams. Yep.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Generally,
Tastes
I
like a
prefer
tin
brown
can.
than brown sugars.
But I want to be clear here. If somebody prepares food for me, I will eat it. I just want you guys
Right.
to know that. If somebody made canned yam, whatever, and laid it down, I will eat it. I'm not that kind of picky person. Like I'll eat anything if it's prepared
Yeah.
for me.
Same. I just couldn't. I think that's so rude.
Yeah.
Not to.
Yeah. Now I might be honest and be like, not a fan. But I bet y'all still finish it.
Yeah.
Sure. If
Same.
you're not allergic, I'm not gonna like get sick.
Right.
Legitimately, then I'll eat it.
And then of course we could take this conversation into like maybe if it was illegal, maybe I wouldn't eat it, right?
Oh my gosh! You
I don't know,
that-
dude. I had a guy. He tried to cook some hot dogs with lighter fluid over a grill one time, and they tasted like pure butter.
Oh no.
Oh, that wasn't happening.
Like he squirted it on the like while it was cooking?
He was having trouble getting the charcoal going, and evidently lighter fluid was the cure, and it seeped into the burgers and the hot dogs. It was so bad. It just,
Congrats.
34.
Nice.
Nice, grats.
Calming does put up a good point in group, saying someone prepare Nathan a popsicle.
Okay, you
I
can't.
didn't say you would
Oh,
eat it on stream.
Yeah, I didn't say I'd eat it in front of people. if you prepared a homemade popsicle, you know what? I would probably actually be like, I'm not big on sweets. Well, I'm
As
drinking
you're
a
eating a
Coca-Cola.
cheesecake.
A Candy
like you
M
s-
song.
Like you said before, you could just use a knife and fork.
Yeah. I'll eat it like that Seinfeld episode with the Snicker bars. Remember that? Where George was trying to look fancy in front of bosses and stuff, so he would, like, take a Snickers bar and put it on a plate and cut it with the knife, eat it with the fork. And people, they're like, why are you eating it like that? And he'd be like, what do? You eat it with your fingers like an animal?
He was so annoying. Oh, I always want to hit him like every show. Can't stand ya.
Yeah, I can't stand you. Yeah, Stonebrunt Mountains, yep. Never went there, like ever. Yeah, we've been hanging out here for a few weeks. It's a huge zone with a lot of big level spread.
Yeah, I'm glad we came to this camp because it's totally our level now.
Named.
Ooh.
East Dog's pulling a name, I think.
Ooh. Ragnarok, the Infuriated.
You don't have to be infuriated anymore. 247 is gone.
Yeah, what are you so upset about, bro?
What's he gone?
Probably
Blue.
red.
Nope, he's blue.
Oh.
We're all grown up now. Gonna have fat loot, you think? What's he got, Ethan?
He's got his head, a kobold head, and also a aged, filthy bastard sword. Wow. That is a name of a weapon I wouldn't put the word filthy before. Two-hand slashing, damage 13. A filthy bastard sword.
Wow.
Can you turn in the kobold heads in a quest somewhere for XP or something?
Yeah.
Is he one of those names?
We have Cheese Whiz. Why not Cheesecake Whiz? So I asked that question, actually. I asked that question in a cheesecake shop. And I thought they were going to kick me out. So I don't know the answer. But I did try to ask the professionals one time.
Cheesecake in a can, huh? I'm trying to think.
I would eat cheesecake in a can right into my mouth. Just straight up.
Like whipped cream, right?
Yeah, where you just like hold the nozzle down and right in your mouth.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that would be excellent. Somebody, that's $1 million idea right there.
How could you sell it though, other than it just being like, how would you use it?
You say, you can have cheesecake anywhere.
Oh, you could put it on fruit. You could put it on fruit. That would
Oh,
be
you
good.
could put it on, oh my gosh. You could just literally grab a strawberry and put it on there. Dude,
Yeah, and then strawberry
somebody
cheesecake.
get on that. Give me and Sparoh and Bounty, we'll split a 3% cut. Between all three of us. It's only 1% each. Somebody get on that. That's a ridiculously good idea. That is $1 million idea. You could go on Shark Tank with that. You bring a little plate of fresh fruit and be like, here you go, everybody take your favorite fruit. And then
Graham
bring out that
crackers?
can. They would be throwing the money at you.
Yeah. Yeah, who said graham crackers? That'd be delicious.
That would be
Mr. C.
Yeah, dude. Oh my gosh, it's genius. You could
Or you could
literally buy
layer.
the cheesecake thing, right? Where you buy the little cheesecake in a bowl already, whatever that thing is called. And you can just spray it in there, throw some fruit in there, bam, eat it.
Yeah. You could do graham cracker on the bottom, then layer fruit, and then cheesecake spray.
Oh my gosh, guys. This is a good idea. This is a really good idea.
We're just hungry.
I don't know whose idea that was. It was so good that I've already forgot who brought it up.
It was Cheese Whiz. Somebody was saying Cheese Whiz.
Oh, but and then
away.
that made you think of it after they said that, right? Oh no, that's
No,
what straight up what they were saying. I thought they meant
Yeah.
with Cheese Whiz make a cheesecake. I never. Okay, that's what I was talking about. And then I thought the idea was so. I don't know how I'm trying to get cut in on your idea, but that's what we're doing.
That's what we're doing. It works for me.
It's a genius idea. It really is.
All right, which one are we taking first? Big or little?
I'm on the gorilla.
Gorilla. Okay.
Mini cheesecakes, heck yeah.
Disposable pots and pans. Oh my gosh.
I would be down with that. I hate dishes.
That's why we had children.
That's what we're doing.
My children do a really bad job to where I'm like, I don't even want them washing the dishes. I have to
I can do
rewash
it
everything
again.
anyway.
No, I make them rewash. Look at this grease, or look at this whatever.
It's so hard to get my kids to do anything. Like they've really mastered the art. Like it's so difficult and annoying to get them to do anything beyond what they normally do that like it's just not even worth it. they've won. They've won. They do their normal chores. They do their normal chores. Hey, Junior's in chat. Can you come join us, buddy? We're gonna, if you can come, which no pressure, but if you can, we're gonna go to,
Football?
yeah, Split Paw, yeah. Logging in now, sweet. Where are we at right now? We could meet them though.
Northwest camp.
Northwest.
We would have to go back to the town and then port to North Carolina.
He's in the MMO group 1.
All right, let me pull him in. I feel like I have a booger hand on my nose and I'm live, so it's bothering me.
You can turn the camera off and blow your nose. Or I mean, pick it right on screen.
It'd make a good clip. It'd make a good clip if there's a booger hand out, I guess. Gotta let that content happen.
Hey, Junior.
Hey, Junior.
That's something to walk in.
Booger talk.
I'm at that magical age, guys. I'm about to turn 39, and the other day I had to shave my nose hair. Can't believe it. Can't believe it.
I've been doing that for a while now, so you're good. It's gonna get real itchy. Just saying.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to that. I was like, wow, for some reason, this one mustache hair grew really long. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's attached to my freaking nose. That's lame.
You mean nobody actually told you that?
It was just one hair. Nobody knew. It was just floating around. I've been talking on the stream with it just flapping in front of my breath, I guess. I dinged 34.
Congrats!
Congrats.
All right, where should we run to then if we're going to Split Paw? Oh, we're going to port,
Well-
so we should wait for Junior then.
Either, where is Junior?
I'm at the town. I can run to
Okay.
y'all as soon as I get in.
Oh,
Nice.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, I was almost in, and then I crashed on load.
that's normal.
Feature.
Yeah, it's like welcome to nostalgia.
Hey, what's up, Michael? Yeah, I'm hoping that soon, you know, maybe I'll make an announcement for people that's coming into chat. I'm hoping soon I'll be making an announcement on Monday, hopefully, about doing something that I can't tell you, but it is a big dream of mine. And I'm really wanting to bring along Bounty and Sparoh to my dream. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, I know what you're saying. I have the decoder ring.
Oh, that's true. That's real nostalgia right there, Mr. C. It's not real until your mom gets a phone call mid-group and proceeds to talk for 2 hours.
Oh man, yep.
And you're listening to it because you're waiting for her to be done. And you notice that she's saying the same thing she already said. And you want to tell her. You want to be like, hey, you already told them that. If you don't have nothing else to talk about, maybe get off the phone so I can play EverQuest. But you don't say that. Or I definitely wouldn't have said that.
Peace dog crashed.
Mujan, I would love, if there's just some way that you could come into my dream with me, then yes, absolutely.
Okay, where y'all at?
The north,
West.
west, not one on the map.
Northwest corner. Camp.
I'm dead. Damn it.
Oh no, really?
What happened?
2 tigers jumped me.
Oh.
We should have ran back to this.
Yeah, do you want to just go back and meet him?
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's do that so you don't.
Silo's on.
If he gets jumped again, trying to get his corpse back. We'll be naked this time.
Yeah. Sorry, Junior.
No, it's part of the game.
Oh, it's another feature.
You don't get the full immersion until you get jumped by 2 tigers and you're dead.
Yeah, tigers. Tigers.
Oh, got one on me.
Are you running or fighting?
Yeah, we can just keep running. Kill it when we get there.
Yeah. Gorilla. Dang it. They follow you forever. That's one thing I know people love. I don't love. Do not love that. I like leashing. It's easy mode.
Better figure out.
Do I lose my neckbeard card?
For wanting leashing? No, not in 2023, I don't think. I think if you'd have said that prior to us seeing leashing work in a way that still feels old school. Because, you know, there's leashing in Embers, but I feel like it's done in a way where some things chase you across the map, or I feel like that still holds. I think it still holds up.
I'm in the town. Is that where you're all running to?
Yeah.
Eventually, I'm thinking a gorilla's gonna show up, but
Oh yeah, I'll pull you in Discord, Peace. Oh my gosh, stop running. Why is he not? Oh, because I'm typing. Look at all those
we gotta
W's.
kill that tiger. We're...
Yeah.
Are you behind the building?
Yeah, this is where I stopped finally running.
So I died. You remember when you go north of town, there's that little camp of kobolds right there. I died to the right, to the east of that.
Oh, are you not bound here?
No, I'm
Oh,
down.
no.
I'm bound at the Spires in Summer's Deep. But I am almost to the Commonlands to get a port to halfway there.
Sometimes in Embers, they will fake you out, chase you down a long while, then they stop. If you stop, they start coming at you again. Yeah, so it has a search mechanic, which is pretty cool. Like, if you get a certain distance from them or you line of sight them at the right time, they don't know where you're at, so they'll start searching. But if they see anything, like you get out your torch, you know, something like that, they'll see you, they'll start chasing you again. It's pretty cool. It's actually really well done. I think a lot of people don't realize that there's so much going on in Embers with the leashing, but there's actually a decent amount of mechanics that goes on.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like they took some inspiration from the old Thief games.
Yeah.
I wonder why that gorilla never came. Do you think the guards would kill it?
I don't know. I will never forget that don't run up in here as wolf form, though. I will not forget that lesson.
I probably would forget.
You can actually physically dodge
Well,
attacks
now
in
that-
Embers? Yes, you can. Yep.
Now that I think about it, look back at it, you know, dogs in a cat village.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, makes sense.
Not smart. Yeah.
Lore appropriate.
Awesome, I got me a port.
Nice.
Nice. Alright, I got a quick AFK then while we're hanging out.
While we're waiting, I want to tell a little story real quick. So 30 minutes before it's time to go live, my wife found out that a grocery store near us was selling Coca-Colas for buy two, get three free. So we bought 15 of them. We loaded up. That's like $4.50. Yeah, well, a little bit less than that. A 12-pack. That's like living back in 1998, dude.
So if you, how many buy what? Buy one, get two free? What
Buy
is it?
two, you get three free. So they're $8 a piece. A little bit over. It was like $8.50, $8.49, something like that. Per 12-pack. So for $17, you get 5 12-packs. And it wasn't just Coca-Cola. It was Coca-Cola and Pepsi, and you could mix or match how you wanted to.
Oh man, that would. Oh, you say Pepsi, my mouth waters.
That's your favorite?
The Pepsi is my favorite.
If I drink Pepsi long enough, I start to enjoy it again. But I drink so much Coke that when I drink a Pepsi, it tastes weird. But if I continue drinking it, it will start tasting good again. Yeah, they were all brand new, the Christmas edition. You know what I'm saying? Unless they're from like last year or something.
Nice. I just saw the, what is it? Coca-Cola 3000 edition.
What is that?
Like the year 3000 edition. There's some I don't know, sponsored Coke event or something like that.
Okay.
Or product. Yeah, it looks like what do you, like a painting? Somebody just splashed paint on it.
Oh, okay. But it's the same. But it is Coca-Cola Classic.
It is a Coke, and it says Y3000, and I think it's a flavored Coke.
Did we learn our lesson on that? Yeah, we did, didn't we? They started changing dates to be the full 4 digits after Y2K.
Yes.
That was kind of freaky. If you lived during that time, it sounds dumb now, but during that time, as we were leading up to the year 99, leading up to 2000, that was kind of freaky. They were talking some crazy stuff out here. They're like, maybe some accidental nukes. Like, nobody panic. Might be a couple of nukes accidentally fire off.
I remember that. There was people were killing themselves because they were so scared.
Yeah. Crazy. Yeah, I'm a big fan of Cherry Coke, too. It's pretty good. Diet Pepsi?
Oh, Diet Pepsi's pretty good. It almost tastes like the regular one.
Apparently, McDonald's Diet Coke is like a lot of people's favorites.
Yeah, McDonald's has a unique. They have a McDonald's
Special formula.
ingredient. Yeah, formula. There you go. That's specific for McDonald's. Originally, it was because of their cups being made out of recycled paper products that they changed the formula so that it would still. They were trying to just make it still taste like Coke, but I know my wife's grandma. She literally will ask for a Coke from McDonald's. Like we have plenty of Coke in the house, but she wants one from McDonald's.
I know, it's weird, eh?
McDonald's Diet Coke is the best.
Fountain drinks just taste better to me. I used to agree with you, and I still do agree with you when it's a normal fountain drink. However, this new BS at fast food, where they use the one nozzle all drinks, taste like actual garbage. Everything tastes like everything, right? It's like you get a Coke, taste a little hint of Dr. Pepper and a little hint of some cherry, and I hate it, man. I hate those machines. This is the worst invention of our time. Disagree? Disagree, or was I agree?
I love McDonald's fountain pop.
Who's McDonald's? But I don't think McDonald's uses that machine though. They got the old school, don't they? McDonald's still uses clean, different lines for each one because I never tasted it at McDonald's. It's always Burger King. They use it, and it's that machine where you walk up and you click the button, right? Like, oh, I'm gonna mix my own cherry in here. Yeah, it's gonna taste like crap.
Movie theaters have those.
And movie theaters do it now, yeah, which sucks because that used to be the best Coke. It used to be the best Coke. Movie theater, popcorn, and a Coke. Oh my gosh, it used to be a match made in heaven. Now it's gross. Ruined it. Gotta bring my own. I gotta sneak my own Cokes in now.
Well, you saved $20 by doing that.
Yeah.
Let me tell you.
Per person, right?
Yes, per person. I swear, popcorn and a freaking pop is $20.
Yeah, I remember my wife being like, wow, they got a sale going on. Like, we can get, like, 2 buckets of popcorn, 4 drinks for only $49.99. I was like, wow, what a deal. What a deal.
You can mortgage your house. Get a...
What a deal. We're living in some grand times.
Uh-huh.
Milk and honey. Yeah, fountain drinks are dirty. Yeah, we used to serve fountain drinks at this is going to sound really gross, guys, and this is why the company doesn't do it anymore. At a quick lube, like, you know, as in oil changes, but we had a drink machine so we could give everybody a cold drink while they wait, right? And it was a fountain machine. Let me tell you something. That's not a good combination. It's out on the floor, okay, where you're changing the oil. And when you're working on cars, anybody's ever worked on cars knows that things get up in the air, right? Like old, dusty molecules of oil is everywhere if you work on a car, especially a lot of cars. So I remember we had to clean those things about 3 times a day, and it would look so gross. It would be absolutely disgusting. But we never cleaned the lines. We just cleaned had a little filter thing on the bottom of the line. You would take the nozzle off, there'd be a little thing you could pull down, a little filter looking guy, and we had to clean it a few times a day.
So there was no squeezing the juice.
No squeezing the juice.
That's an old movie.
I've heard a lot of.
If you recall it.
What?
The movie, Squeezing the Juice.
Oh yeah, it's Encino Man when
Yeah.
Polly Shore was teaching him how to squeeze the juice. Okay, in the warrens you go left, right?
Yeah, you like stay to the left if I'm remembering right. Until you get to that, until you finally get to a cavern. And then you're going to look for a door, and I think you actually got to kind of stay right once you hit that cavern area, if I'm remembering right.
Yeah.
Like you'll come out in a big open room. I think that's the boss room. Then you run along the left wall, and then you go into a cave area. Pauly Shore movies. I haven't seen a Pauly Shore movie in forever.
Wow, yeah.
He encapsulates the 90s, I feel like.
Oh, definitely.
What was his buddy? He had a friend that used to do comedy. Oh, what was his name? He was also in the 90s, kind of a big deal. Andy... Is it Andy Green? Is that his name?
That doesn't sound familiar to me.
I'm gonna look it up. I gotta think of who I'm talking about.
QOA said Andy Dick.
Andy Dick, that's him. Yeah, yeah. He used to be hilarious too.
Oh yeah.
Wonder whatever happened to him. I'm gonna find out. What happened to Andy Dick? Please don't pull up anything gross just because... Okay. Don't need to know what actually happened to his.
Oh, God.
All right. Let's see what's going on with him.
Oh.
Oh, I guess some really bad things happened to him.
Yeah, Nos is saying there's some controversy.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
What the heck? He's been arrested a bunch of... Oh, he's a pervert. He's pretty much been in and out of jail for being a pervert, it looks like. Oh, well, that's sad. Well, okay. I can't even repeat that stuff on, I can't even repeat that. He was apparently homeless not too long ago. And then some guy made a YouTube channel where they mistreated him for YouTube, apparently. According to what I read.
Because he was a bad person? Like...
I think they just, like... I'd have to research further, but based on the little excerpt I just read, somebody had a YouTube channel, and since Andy Dick was homeless, they took him in, and they made a YouTube channel about living with Andy Dick, basically, but they were kind of mistreated him. Oh, I like Boogie, man. I hope he makes a comeback. I don't know what awful stuff Boogie has done. I'm not sure. I think he said the N-word one time. I don't know if that was the start of his fall. I really don't know. But I'll tell you why he might be on a good track now. He's starting to make gaming content again. It feels like the old Boogie from back in the day. He's got a nice voice. He's a likable person. But he went too deep into the feel sorry for me, poor me. And nobody wants to hear that, right? Like, nobody wants to get home from a long day at work, right? Busting your butt, sweaty, tired, trying to relax, trying to, wind down for the day, pop open a YouTuber and hear them just, like, whine and cry about their life, right? They're a YouTuber, right? Like, nobody wants to hear that. And that's all he did for, like, years. And so I don't know what he did. I don't know what the controversy is with Boogie, 100%, besides what I said. And I don't know if that's... I'm sure there's probably more. But, as a YouTuber, he's good at it. And it's sad to see that he just forgot how to entertain people. And he was like the Mr. Rogers of the internet for a long time, right? I did watch that documentary about him, so I did see some of the stuff he did, but it didn't really go into what happened specifically. Yeah. If you didn't spend 20K, wasn't it 20K a year? Or was it 200? 200K total, yeah. On those women of the night. And then the really bad part, the worst part of that to me was, number one, that he was like, he literally said, like, I deserve that. Number one, that was really weird to hear. And then they did an interview with the Lady of the Night, who said she quit being a Lady of the Night because of that. With him. It's like, oh my gosh. This is not, it's not good. It's not good to have on your resume.
He converted her, so yeah.
That would be the optimistic way of looking at it, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, have that on your resume as a guy, that's not good.
Watch that later. Oh boy.
Oh, I made it to the town. Yay.
All right, I'll save that for later, because I am a little interested in what happened to him. All right, we ready to rock?
Saga, that's the name. I could not remember your game name, Junior. I knew it was like a short
Saga,
name.
yeah, there we go. Yeah, we were trying to remember we remembered it, you were Junior, but we couldn't remember your EverQuest name.
You know I'm not in a group, right?
Oh yeah, let me invite you.
And I'll port to North
Bounty,
Carolina
you're
when
porting
ready.
them, right?
Yeah, because my port's closer to the zone line.
Alright, me and Peace are heading to North Carolina.
All right.
All right, incoming. If I don't fizzle to death.
That's not as
leave
bad,
me
Crinkle.
behind.
That's not as bad. I had that happen to me one time too. An ex went lesbian, and then she told me years later when like there was no problem anymore, because we not really anymore, but at that time we kind of had to stay acquaintances because of she was related to a really good friend of mine, who I spent a lot of time with. So obviously we had to be, you know. It was the kind of breakup where we had to be respectful, right? Like nobody could act too crazy, because there was I was friends with really close friends with someone she's related to. So anyway, years later, she told me. She said, you know, we're really close, by the way. I wouldn't ask this if I didn't know these people really well. But I just made a slight joke. Don't remember exactly what I said, but it was something like, "Are you still a lesbian?" And she said, "I've had the best I can have from your team. So I've had to move to the other team," right? So that's how you got to look at it, Crinkle. That's how you got to look at it.
Well, that sounded lovely.
Yeah, that's the nice way of looking at it.
Right. And you can look at it a positive way on somebody's resume. I help those change.
Some beautiful MIDI files. Gosh, could you guys believe what that guy, by the way, said about the music in Pantheon? 4 gigs of music and sound effects?
Wow.
That's a lot.
He's talking about today. Like right now, that's freaking nuts. That team's getting into work.
Yeah, speaking of MIDI sounds, I just read Project Lantern reverse engineered all the way the client played the MIDI music, and it's able to emulate it. Apparently, it's a hard thing to do.
Interesting.
Yeah, and they were playing all the original EverQuest, MIDI song music from all the different zones. It sounded really cool, nostalgic.
Oh, dude, I did check out that. I know exactly what you're talking about, EQOA. It is really cool.
You guys are moving with us? Bounty? Thing
Oh, I'm okay. I wasn't.
Yeah, I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, who's follow or who's leading?
I was following Feces.
Feces knows where it is.
Yeah, I'm with y'all. We're with y'all now.
I'm not sure which it is on the map.
I think it's 6.
6? Oh,
Right in
okay.
the middle.
Right down.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah.
Or
Okay.
What's that?
a little bit south of the center, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just a little bit right above the birdhouse.
Where are we going to?
Split paw?
Oh, okay, yeah.
I didn't hear. Did you say it was 6?
I'm looking at it now.
Kind of going.
Yes, on the
Side
map
of
it would
it.
be 6.
Thank you.
That is correct.
That's more this way.
Oh, yeah, sorry, Peace Dog. I forgot to pull you in. 1 second. Let me get my guy auto running here.
Sorry, bang the mic.
Hey, Peace Dog.
No.
Hey.
Hey, thanks.
Sorry about that. Forgot about pulling you in. Yeah, is the one you're talking about, EQA, is it built into the browser? Because I did one like that where I could fly around any map, choose any map I want in EverQuest, and just fly around the map in the browser. Like, I didn't even have to download anything. That was the one I checked out. It was super cool. And it even would have, like, the spots. It would tell you where the spawns are, etc. So it was like a 3D version of the Atlas maps.
Alright guys, the entrance is in a mound here somewhere in these fires. I don't remember exactly. I think it's gotta be here. It's right here, I think.
What are the ones outside, Condeal?
Blue. We could just kill the
There
ones
it is.
outside.
Walking all the way around it. There we go. On the ground.
Oh, yep, there it is. Yeah, if it's too high in here, we can just kill that camp right outside here. It'd be perfect.
And there's a bunch outside, yeah.
Yeah, it's a pretty heavy spawn out there. If there's nobody camping it, that's a great one.
Yeah.
Yeah, if they got the models in, that would be really cool. Yes!
Oh, ain't hardly anybody in here.
Hello.
Okay, he's green.
Yeah, these two at the front are pretty low.
Now, full disclosure, I haven't been in this zone since P99 was an actuality, so.
Didn't they mess with the levels in here?
On live, they changed. They're not even gnolls anymore. Yeah, I don't know if that's what you're referring to.
Yeah. And it's way higher level.
Yeah. But when they release a TLP, they revert it back to gnolls, so they don't change it back until it gets in RF or whenever that happened.
Ah, okay.
Because we went there last TLP for a little bit.
You're on the pet, I think.
Oh, of course I am. Didn't have Split Paw and EQ08. We did have Black Barrel though, yeah. The Knoll Fort. I want to say they remade Split Paw in EQ2, didn't they? Yeah, they did.
Yes.
Are these blue?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, I want to mention too, because I'm really thinking about it right now as we're exploring this place.
Move up.
The
Move up.
when you're playing Elm and Elm, when you're playing Monsters and Memories, sometimes you'll be thinking to yourself like, "Wow, this is really cool. This looks just like EverQuest." But actually, look at EverQuest. It looks a lot better than EverQuest.
Oh,
but
yeah.
but they did a good job of like. That's what you thought EverQuest looked like if you haven't played it in a while, right?
In your mind's eye, you
Yeah.
remember it. Like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, their take on the Knolls, I think, are called Ashira, if I'm
Yeah,
remembering
yep.
right.
Think
And they
you're
look
right.
really cool.
They do look cool. Man, I can't wait for that XR. If the XR in Monsters and Memories, it's just a rough model right now, but you can tell what they're going for, and the artwork for it, and they're really good at like their concept art is exactly what it looks like. It looks really stinking freaking cool.
Yeah, it does.
And I really appreciate no boobs on a lizard race. That makes no sense. That actually bothers me when they do that. Like, that's just stupid. It's not a mammal.
They're not mammals.
Right. It actually feels like the person who did the art. When I see boobies, and I'm not talking bad about, lots of cool games do it, right? That's fine. But all I'm saying is, it makes me feel like when I see them that the graphic artist was an idiot. That's what it makes me think.
He didn't pass high school biology kind of thing.
Yeah, like maybe he didn't even pay attention in kindergarten, like some pretty basic stuff here. But they look good. And another thing, I'm pretty excited. I posted it in my channel on the Pantheon on my Discord, but the ogre art for Pantheon looks really cool too. And I'm so happy they're going to try to make it look like the first iteration of the ogre back when they were just buying a bunch of assets kind of thing. Because that one looked good.
It looked good. It did. I'd like to see the female version.
My wife had the funniest reaction. I showed her that picture of the ogre, the one from the old that I posted in my Discord. And she was like, "Wow, what game is that?" And I was like, "It's Pantheon." She's like, "That looks good." And then she said, "Why does the humans look so stupid then?"
They do.
Yeah, I'll see if I can pull that up and show it to you guys. I'll pull up the old, or I've already got the old ready to go. Let me try to pull up.
Or my fame.
We don't have.
That credit.
Did we? Oh yeah, we didn't. We don't have a picture of the new, right? So when I say new, I'm talking about the last ogre we had, okay, which is the outdated one. And actually, the old one is going to be more like what the new one's going to look like, which they said they're almost done with.
Alright guys, so I'm gonna have to dip out and go get the... I'm gonna give you guys all skin before I go.
Alright, thank you, man.
Thank you.
I'm not sure where y'all want to set up camp. There's 2 spawns right here.
You want to go before the door?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
usually a good spot. I mean, there's more spawn. There's 3 in here, but they're spaced out. So there's a dead gnome in here too.
Yeah, there's the good spots is right there before the door or right after the door over the bridge. You have that room.
Alright, here we go, guys. I got a picture for you. Alright, so here's what the last iteration of the ogre looked like. Okay? I did not like this one. Oh, dang it. It's been a pain. Hang on. Okay, you guys see that? That was the last iteration. His arms were too short. He just didn't look good. His face is a little too humanish. This is a really good picture one, but to be honest, they didn't really look that good in the game. That's like a super ridiculously awesome version of it. All right, that's that one. All right, now let me show you guys what the one I like to look like. So keep that one in mind.
You want to move up in here? It's safe.
All right, and here is the old model. This is the one they're going to try to recapture, make it like that. Here's the artwork for it, which it's a small little thumbnail, but you get the idea that he's going to be a big old dude. That looks cool.
That's a big belly.
Yeah. Did you guys go left or right?
Just to the left. Nope, go back.
All right, guys, I'm out. I'll catch you next time.
All right, see you, man.
Bye.
So yeah,
All right,
thanks
please.
again.
Yeah, thanks, man. Over looks good, yeah. I don't know what's with them. They kind of don't have a good take on Ogre or Gnome. Dwarf looks kind of weak, too. Hope they make them close to D&D. Paul Bonner is a great source to tap into for inspiration. You didn't think that one looked good, though? I thought it did. Yeah, Ogre's supposed to be
You
big.
Do you remember that playthrough they did when you went down underneath the, I guess, whatever building they had? You went under and you went to the caverns and stuff. That was a nice thing I liked.
Yeah, that was fun. Talk about what was it called? Search the Castle Deviere, which is still in the game, by the way. A lot of these things that they've shown over the years, like I forget what it was called, but there was that ice cavern that the developers went through that was super cool. Can't think of the name of it right now. Castle Deviere. The problem in the past, up until now, was that they weren't linked in with zones. Sometimes it would just be like they made a dungeon, but like the zone that it was in wasn't done. So the only times they ever tested it was for like a super special thing just to show off how cool it was. But they mentioned last night that they're going to use the tower that was previously used for extraction mode, and they're going to put it's already got portals in there, so they're going to use it for testers to be able to jump to areas that maybe you can't just naturally travel there yet because all the zones leading up to it, etc., aren't in the game yet, right? So that's pretty exciting news.
Cool.
Yeah, so I can tell you why they changed it, Wild Relic. The original one you saw there was completely asset store-bought, right? Like, Brad McQuaid real quickly was like, let's start making a game right now. Like, let's not wait for this, that, and the third. Let's get right into it. So they bought a lot of assets, and they never had any intention of that being the legitimate one, but they could have people test it and play it right away, right? And then they ran into the problem they had so many assets from so many different places and coded by several different people that it was just a spaghetti code nightmare. And when they hired a professional programmer to come in and look at it, he was like, guys, this is trash. We gotta refactor all this. This is garbage. At which point they started doing their own models they made in-house, which was the second Ogre, and it just wasn't good. It just wasn't good. It just sucked, to be honest with you. It just did. Now with their new artists and the actual art style they're going to actually use for launch, like it or love it or hate it, now they're making the final models. So I don't know if a lot of games go through 3 iterations technically, but that's what Pantheon did. Leaning into tropes is the way to go. I agree with that. I'm not a big fan of their gnome, for example. It's just too... I mean, it's too weird. It's just too weird for me.
I think
personally.
we take the pet out first.
Yes.
Or was that
You are
somewhere
right.
else?
I think it was somewhere else, but I think that feels very EverQuest-like.
Oh, that was with the eyeballs.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm thinking. Oh, he petted it, or?
I think he's
That
trying
one's
to. Should we just kill it, Witcher?
Kill the pet.
Oh, he just charmed it so we could kill the pet. Okay.
Oh.
I either lost Sal or that damn Channer took it. I'm not sure.
Mhm.
It's okay.
Yeah, I think the story's pretty cool. I just, you know, I'm a very traditional token or D&D. You know? So when you mix up something from that, I can get over it, but I would rather it just stay traditional.
If you're gonna make yourself a body because you're Jello,
Yeah.
why would you make it so small and fragile?
That's true. We need Theric here to explain that, because I don't know.
Well, you know, everybody needs a gnome to sacrifice.
I agree with you, Wild Relic. I thought the asset version of Pantheon looked really good. I will tell you this, though. If it launched back in, let's even say in 2018 or 2019, if it were launched like that, I'm just now realizing it goes either way, but people would have said that like it looked like crap, right? I would have been okay with it. It's a big upgrade compared to the old games I play. It certainly wasn't like blow your mind good graphics, but I liked it and it was good enough. I still think people are going to say the same thing about these graphics, though. At least from what we know and can see right now. I think tons of people are going to say the same thing, right, about that. So their thought process is that it will age better, though. And I don't know. I can kind of get behind that the new graphics is going to age better.
Age as in people don't like them ever? They always look the same?
Maybe. Or I think it's one of those things where it's like, well, it doesn't look great, but it doesn't look bad. Now, I'm not saying it's not true for everybody. I'm just saying that's what they want to do, I think.
Yeah, age well usually means that it stays the same, but it doesn't change.
Yeah. Like, sometimes I'll still play World of Warcraft, and that's always the example, right? But, you know, I'll play Classic WoW, and not all the time, but sometimes I'm like, this actually looks good.
When somebody says to me it ages well, though, that means it started off looking good and it stayed looking good.
That would be the
what
ideal.
That means to me.
That would be the ideal scenario. Yeah.
Yeah, age well doesn't mean that if the graphics sucked coming out of the gate, that 10 years later you'll go back, oh, they look great now.
Yeah.
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 I mean, take Chrono Trigger for an example. You know, when it came out, it was like, man, those graphics are great. Now you play it now on ultra high definition TVs and stuff, and you're like, man, that does look really good.
Yeah, it still does. Yeah, it held up. Yeah, that's a good point. Pixel art is easier to hold up, in my opinion, than 3D models. Pixel art looks good forever. It's weird that we ever even got to that point where we felt like we had to make all games in 3D, because there was a time when 2D looked a lot better.
Yes.
And I agree with EQOA says that the graphics of Pantheon makes it feel different, from what it did before.
Yeah, they still swear that by the time it's at launch, it's going to have a more gritty look. So we'll just have to see. Hey, what's up? Demri, how you doing? I'm taking more passionate looking dumps than the graphics. Hey, listen, dumps are very personal. It's hard to beat.
And I don't get why people keep poo-pooing on Asset Store. You know, it's like somehow this evil word and people make fun of it. It's like, those are professional artists that are making graphics and selling it for money.
Yeah, and if they suck, they wouldn't sell. Right.
Right. How is that different than getting a third party to do sound for you or a third party to do graphics for you? That's just another asset from a different store.
So from my point of view as a non-developer, okay, but talking to two different developers of an MMO who both have played around with assets, right? From what I understand, the real issue, if you're not concerned with, like, we want to look totally different than anybody else, if you're not concerned with that, right? The only issue I've heard is that it's a pain in the butt because different artists use different amounts of polygons, they use different this, that, and the third, rigging them, etc. can be challenging because you gotta, whatever, right? Because they're each a different, you'll be using different artists' work. And sometimes mix-matching that together will, number one, make the world not feel cohesive. So it'll be hard to make the world feel like everything belongs. Things will look out of place because there's different artists doing different things. Embers Adrift uses a ton of assets, but they bring them in-house and convert them through some process that is very difficult. With the small team anyway, it's difficult. Like, they have one guy, from what I understand on Embers Adrift, who takes the models, brings them in, rigs them up to their system, changes them up a little bit so that they look like they all were made by one artist, even though he didn't technically make everything in Embers Adrift. He did make some things, but a lot of them are bought from the asset store, then converted. And it's he said it was a long and tedious process, but for him, he thinks that's still saves more time than making it himself with realistic graphics. And he did agree. He didn't even know I was talking about Pantheon. He just took it as a question. He did say, realistic graphics, man, it's a lot for a small team. It's very difficult to pull that off, and I think Embers did a good job.
Mm-hmm.
But
Embers looks great.
They don't sit around being like, this is the way to go either. They say it's very difficult, etc. Yeah, Embers for a small team gets stuff done, Junior. No doubt, impressive.
I'm just like very impressive. You know, you see it, and when somebody says, yeah, they're getting this, Embers doing this and this and this. Oh, by the way, they have a small team, and you're like, oh, man.
A really small team, too. Like, we say Pantheon has a small team, but Embers looks at Pantheon like they're a freaking AAA developer with how many people they have. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, they literally, you can tell by their language sometimes that they'll be like, oh, Pantheon, that's big. You know, like, that's a big team.
But you know, if you look at the graphics for Embers, man, it kind of similar to what Pantheon was trying to peddle.
That's what I think too. That's what I think too,
you know
dude.
What I'm saying?
It really is, because they're using the assets, you know. But converted, a lot of them.
Yeah, but now you see that, man. How many people are actually flocking to Embers, and you're like, that's the key right there.
I think Embers beat them out of the gate, and now they don't want to use the same assets.
It could be. It really could be a little bit of that going on too.
That could be a definitely good observation, because now you look like you're copying a game that's already out.
Yeah. And I think they also, Pantheon is way more concerned than Embers was. Now, Embers is concerned about it, right? They've made they spend a lot of time and energy on optimization and stuff like that. But they were less concerned about, at launch, how optimized it was than what Pantheon's going for. Pantheon really wants to be like super clean, clear frames per second for mid to low machines, right? Whereas Embers was just straight up like, hey, we got pretty high requirements, right? And you need to meet these in order for the game to run right. Now, they didn't change the requirements, even though now you can go way lower than the requirements. They leave them there because it still is optimum. But I think that's another difference, is Embers definitely struggled with optimization. It's gotten way, way, way better over the past year, but I know that was... they worked their butts off to get there. That's all I'm saying.
Streaming it was near impossible.
Oh, yeah. So I finally got mine to where I could stream Embers on a one PC setup, and it ran pretty good. I had to turn everything really far down, not because my computer couldn't run it, but because the optimization, OBS would struggle to show it to you guys what I was seeing. But I finally got it working, and I thought, if I can run Embers, right, and I can stream it, then I should be okay for Pantheon, because The problem with streaming is you don't know how that game is going to behave on a one PC setup until you're live. You can't test it until you're live. With Pantheon, you're given a time slot you're allowed to go live, so you can't just do like, hey guys, I'm going to come on, an hour early and test it, make sure the stream's good. You can't do that. So you're literally on the seam of your pants in a stream, and my last stream, I'm still embarrassed. I'll be embarrassed for the rest of my life about how my one PC just could not do Pantheon, and it made me so upset. And that's why I have a 2 PC setup. It was that stream. I was like, we've got to put the money back. I've got to have 2 PCs. Like, that was embarrassing.
I think Vendini's here. He did a shout out in the zone.
Is this where we're
He's
dreaming?
sitting. He's sitting with y'all.
Yeah.
Oh,
You can invite him. He's behind you,
yeah, there's a room.
Nathan.
Is this where we're dreaming? It sure is. Vendini! If you don't feel like you don't have to, but if you want to get in voice chat, I'll get you in.
I remember what respawn is in here.
I think it's like 19 minutes. Let me double check that.
Wow.
So I say it must be
like
long.
6.
Oh, it's
No,
starting
let me-
now. It's starting to repop. We got the stuff up front. Somebody's pulling it, so I'm gonna let them have that.
Yeah, 22-minute respawn time.
Oof.
Wow.
Okay, yeah, all right, that's that, yeah. But it's starting to repop now, so
Is there somebody in here? I thought it was just us.
they're not. I think somebody's at the zone now, but they were. I think they just got here. I just saw somebody when I ran up front, but I don't see them now.
No, you got Vendini's behind us.
Yeah.
He's in.
Yeah, I saw him a second ago. Yeah, but somebody else was just up at the front.
We got to pop in the room.
Oh,
Might be gone. Hey, I got a green one here. You got. Oh, it's green.
yeah. So the Teshmas and the Ishvas are 22 minutes, but the Ishvas Malls are 28 minutes.
Oh,
Wow.
I have to go outside and kill those two, or I can just keep pulling deeper.
There's a lot outside we could have been killing too.
But yeah, 22 minutes, you can run pretty deep into the zone.
The ones outside spawn pretty fast, if I remember correctly.
Yes, I think the ones outside are 8 minutes.
Yeah, that sounds right. 7 or 8 minutes.
It's been so long.
I used to solo up front here in the bedroom, do the ones just up here, and then run outside, kill those if there was any available. But usually, it was usually camp, but it doesn't look like anybody's out there. Or at least there wasn't any zone.
Embers is scary good at getting stuff done. I'm a part-time game designer. I can say that even using assets, people don't realize what they aren't buying entire environments. Yeah, we're making these massive zones in a single month by hand, not just placed enormous maps in the game. Yeah, and we're getting a new zone this month, like in the next week or two, along with probably a big, massive new dungeon as in the same patch, and
Part 3,
lots of other
right?
stuff. Yeah. Forgotten Depths 3.
Vendini's in MMO Group 1.
Alright, let me pull them down.
So I know I asked Nathan, but I don't remember if you said it or not. When they're talking about alpha testing, are they gonna bring in the alpha testers that had pledged prior?
Yeah, if you had an alpha pledge at any point, then you still do. So the pledges have changed. I want to say twice if you technically count the Kickstarter, but nobody paid any money for the Kickstarter, so those are the only ones that aren't active because that money never got charged, right? Any other pledge after Kickstarter, they honor them all. The best way to know for sure, because I know a lot of people, it's been so long that I've had a lot of people be like, I don't even remember if I have alpha access. The best way to find out is to go log in to their official website, and there's an account you can check, and it will literally tell you what your testing pledge is.
Okay, yeah, because I stopped pledging like 2 years. I think it was 2 years ago when I started seeing certain changes, and I was like, nope, no, thank you.
Phase 1 of Grizzled Peaks, yep. And I like how they do that, too. We were talking about that on the, when I was streaming the Q&A. Like, there's nothing wrong with doing phases of your zones. That's really smart, right? Like, here's the zone. It's got mobs. It's got XYZ. It's got a couple of quests. Phase 2's coming in a couple of months where we're going to add more quests. We're going to add a dungeon, you know, whatever. We're going to flesh it out. Nothing wrong with that. That's smart. It makes us revisit that place to see what's changed. And in Embers, the leveling's so slow, you're probably still there anyway, you know, by the time they get the next phase in.
It's brutal.
It's very slow.
I have arrived to participate in your dream.
Hello!
The dream is real.
I love your dream world. It is so dreamy.
Yeah.
Always dream.
Like to dream on YouTube.
All day, every day.
No, you got to go day.
Every day.
Every day.
All day, day.
I started doing that because the guy, that was his name in chat. His name was Day. Has anybody tried the Warden? Yeah, we got Mugen is one of our resident Wardens. We got a few. Mugen loves it.
And Cleric?
And Theric played it. Theric needs to come back to Embers. He's been gone too long.
Yep.
Okay, Nathan, I got something for you.
All right.
A new word of the day.
Okay, I like it. What is it?
Ameliorate.
What does that mean?
Ameliorate, yeah.
We need to ameliorate Pantheon. It's to make better, something bad or unsatisfactory better.
Well, they did they ameliorated. I feel like tomorrow it's going to be ameliorated quite a bit.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm in so much trouble, guys. I'm like terrified that they're doing this
What?
because
Doing what?
I have to work.
Oh.
I'm afraid I'm gonna be homeless because I'll be playing Pantheon too much.
Oh no.
I'm terrified.
Oh no.
I'm
You get it
terrified.
24/7 now, like, actually.
Yeah, no.
I'm so stoked.
It's so cool, but I'm afraid that I'll actually play it 24/7.
Just remember, man, you can always call in and go.
No, I work here. I play video
Yeah.
games. I'm
You
saying,
Yeah.
I'm saying I won't
he's-
be streaming because I'll be playing Pantheon. I won't be making videos. I'll be playing Pantheon. I'm afraid I'm gonna go broke.
Like Pantheon videos.
Yeah, when they let me.
I thought you went back to work.
No. Oh, I did pick up a little part-time job, but I can do that anytime. It's not a lot of workload. They send me it's a ghostwriter gig, so they just send me a little project and I finish it. You know, I have a deadline, but they don't give a crap when I work. You know, as long as I meet the deadline.
Oh, that's good. Well, you know, since I work in IT, that's probably what I'm gonna do is set up my testing environment computer for Pantheon playtime.
I love it. That's why I brought up the idea, which Bendine said he was okay with it. I said I just sometimes I'll stream Pantheon. I'll just give you guys like a auditory experience where I explain everything happening. Because
But he wasn't sure about the sound.
Yeah, I may have to mute the sound though. That hasn't been decided yet. They
I
haven't.
like my idea too of having like a streamer day,
Yeah,
or if you have access, you can stream
Every-
it between a certain
That's a
time.
great
on a
idea.
certain day,
Yep.
every single week though. That would be epic. Like imagine if every
That'd be cool.
Saturday streamers were just allowed, if you had access, you could stream Pantheon. Why not? Why
Saturday
not
stream day.
VR? Well, you know what I mean? Like, why not? There's nothing wrong with that.
Well, Ben liked the idea, so we'll see. See what happens.
That would be nice. As you see the progress unfolds, that would be great.
Yeah, and we could be, you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody could see it then. You know what I mean? Because every week on that day, your favorite streamers would be playing it, right? Oh my gosh, if they did that, I would literally, whatever time that started, I'm not even joking, I would miss 1 day a week of sleep.
Shoot.
I would play it
You-
I would stream it the whole time frame every Saturday.
I mean, it's not December 1st yet, so I can't really say, but we may or may not have missed many hours of sleep on certain days.
We'll be telling those stories real soon, guys. We got a lot of stories. That's why Pantheon's so good. We already, even in pre-alpha, even from gray box, any point that we've been able to log into Pantheon, we had some fun and things happened. And, okay, I'm not going to break NDA, but I can tell you there's one story I love so... It's actually my favorite MMO experience I've ever had in my entire life of MMOs. And it happened in Pantheon, in pre-alpha. I can't tell you what it is yet. We're almost there. We're almost there. But I'm going to take that story, and I'm going to retell it. I'm just going to speak the story, what happened, and I'm going to act it out with puppets, because I can't show you the footage, right?
Is it in the place that starts with H?
Yes.
Okay, I know which one.
You already know. You already know.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that was so freaking cool, the way that it happened. Oh my gosh. And it was just so early, you know what I mean? Like, it was so unexpected and just... Oh my gosh, I wish I could tell you more, but soon. I can't wait to tell that story.
Yeah, exactly. You'll tell it awesome, and with puppets.
That would be sweet.
Yeah, that way, because I can't show the gameplay, but I can show the puppets acting out what happened. That'll be super fun.
Man, you do that, I would have to donate to the Popsicle Fund.
I'm going to do a lot of those. I'm going to do a lot of those. That'll be how I do Pantheon stories, because it's not breaking the NDA.
And by the way, just so you know, Popsicle Fun, remember, you can always do a puppet eating a popsicle.
Dude, after people spent that much money, they'd be freaking mad. No, I will, the human, not the puppet. I will, if we ever reach the goal, I will do it. I'm actually kind of hoping we don't hit it.
Be a Nathan puppet eating a popsicle and be like, y'all paid for this.
Yeah, do hit the like button. Good call, Junior. Thank you. Hit that like button like it owes you money. It helps a lot. Because sometimes YouTube won't even tell people I'm live until enough people say they like the video.
Nathan who?
If I hit it like it owes me money, wouldn't I hit it multiple times, and then I would be liking and unliking and liking and unliking and liking and unliking?
Yeah, let's say the like button owes you money, but there's a cop standing there, but the cop said you can smack him one time. You can smack him one time. You want to get it good. Get it good.
I like it.
Gotta get all your aggression into that one little click.
Oh man, you're down under 60%. See, Nathan, now you're making it work.
How's the mana looking?
78% with clarity.
And Bard mana. I don't know how much that is, but...
Ooh, thank you, Bounty Code. Let's hit that super chat goal for P99. Thank you, Bounty. Appreciate it, brother.
Of course. Let's do it. Let's do it, chat.
We can do it.
We can do anything.
Your most recent puppet video about the extraction mode I had to watch twice because the first time I was constantly focused on how much work was put into it. Well, thank you, man. I'm glad you could tell. I did that. I didn't sleep last night. I started it, was going to do half of it and go to bed. Wife was suddenly flushing the toilet and was like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "Oh my gosh, it's time to wake up the kids." It has been an all-nighter. So I just went ahead and finished it. And I put it up early this morning for members. That way you guys could at least watch it, and then it launched for everybody at noon. Junior just added Popsicle Fun. I gotta dig it up, man. I've got it. I'm keeping tally of it here somewhere.
The Popsicle Puppet Fund.
What are we up to now in the Popsicle Fund? Where are you? Here it is. That puts us at $80.
What are you going for?
We're trucking along.
It's 1,000 for me to eat a Popsicle live.
Wow.
Listen, man. That once it's on the internet, there's a permanent. Anybody can watch me eat a popsicle anytime they want. I don't like that.
And you know, someone will deep fake that.
Yeah. Somebody will one day. I'm not big enough probably for somebody to do that yet. Except for we just said it, so now somebody will. But yeah, one day there'll be a video out there of the Nathan Napalm.
My money is on Witcher.
It's a good guess. It's a good guess. Dude, that one image, if I'm in a bad mood, I will put up that picture. Or he actually did a video short of Daimlos, like with his glasses and the painted on eyeballs.
Yeah. Sleeping or something?
Yeah, because. Thank you very much, Junior. Thank you. Appreciate it, brother. Oh, that was Bounty's dance. Okay, then that was Junior's dance. This is Bounty's dance.
Look, I get to watch the dance, so we're good.
Yeah, so Daimos fell asleep one night when we were supposed to stream, and so the stream didn't happen. So the next time we streamed, Witcher kept making jokes about him falling asleep, and then he took the video and made it look like Daimos had painted his eyes open on his glasses. So good. It's so good.
He also had Starbucks.
Wait a minute, did I miss somebody super chat? I just danced 3 times.
Oh.
I only saw 2.
Huh. Did somebody super chat and YouTube banned your comment? Because that's really not fair.
You didn't smash that like button.
Wow.
I have eaten a popsicle, Wild Relic, and I still do on occasion in private. Somebody said something mean to me in like 2nd grade, and I just never felt comfortable eating popsicles around people ever again.
Wow.
See? Public school.
Yep.
Socialized.
They're like, oh, you're really enjoying that. You had some experience with that, huh? You going to town on that popsicle.
Oh my gosh.
And I was like,
See,
oh my
little
gosh.
Children are cruel.
They are. Ruined me. PTSD popsicles.
You do not want to work in the trades then, Nathan.
Yeah.
In a warehouse.
I don't want to work,
Oh,
period.
I did work in places like that also, and that just reinforced the way I feel about stuff like that, cylindrical
Right.
foods. I would literally watch, like, I know I'm not the only one like that, because I remember working in construction, and guys would literally break it in their hands, because you would be out in the sun, it'd be hot, you know what I'm saying? So a popsicle every now and then, that might happen on the job site, but I would watch them. You know, like, how's he gonna eat it? And sure enough, I'd see them breaking it off in their hand and just taking a bite. I was like, see? That's why I thought I thought everybody was like that, to be honest.
I got a good story about a warehouse job I worked at, but it's kind of 18, you know, 18 plus.
How 18 plus?
It's 18 plus. We had a guy from El Salvador come in, and he didn't have much English, but he spoke a little bit. And it was funny because all the guys, the Mexicans in the area, that were all telling them that sausage was called a dick. Sorry for the language.
Oh no!
And so every time they would go out, he'd say, "Can I get some?" And then people would look at him crazy, like, "What?"
Oh
no!
People are so freaking mean.
That's so mean.
Yeah.
Oh.
So when I went up there, and of course I got, you know, we use Chapel Hill sausage. Sorry for the name, but we do, man, and it's so good. And I'll be eating it at work, and I remember he's come on, he says, "Hey man, can I get some?" And I'm like, no.
Steve
Did you
talked.
tell him what he was saying?
Yeah, I mean, after a while, we told him, but I went to the boss. First, I went to the boss man, and I was like, "Boss man, this dude's over here asking me for my pee-pee."
We got an HR issue.
And the boss man starts laughing, and I'm like, "It's not funny. I feel violated." He goes, "No, we taught him that." And I'm like, "What?" He told me the whole story that he first came over. He got the job. He just like, "Oh my god."
Steve convinced this poor kid, a foreign exchange student in college. He convinced him that that to go get a belly ring, that was the cool thing. Like that's what dudes did. And so he was running around with the the little girly, like it's got the little chain, with the little gem hanging off of it.
Wait, what? It's not? I wish someone would
Oh,
know this
poor
earlier.
Fedini.
Cat's out of the bag.
Aren't you supposed to have a chain with your nipple rings all chained together and a chain? Chaining
And the
you?
nose to your nose and your
Yeah.
ears.
Isn't that a thing?
I'm just laughing at the absurdity Mr. Cottleshire pointed out of like you go to the boss about a situation like that. He's like, nah, man, we taught him that.
It's all good.
That sounds like all HR departments like in the 80s.
Yeah, pretty much. You
So
slapped
true.
her where? Only once?
Well, how was
We
it?
were a different dinner generation.
Yeah. But don't worry, Nathan. I didn't eat no tacos in that. I mean, no popsicles in that warehouse.
See?
And it wasn't because of that. It's because I didn't want nobody to come and see what they would ask me for that one.
The mages sucked and pulled. Rooted me like 5 times on the way back.
Peace, if you need a heal, just let me know. I'm not keeping an eye on your health.
Oh yeah, I'll just burned a bean, but okay.
Yeah, definitely let me know. I apologize for not watching
I'm
your
not.
health either.
I'm rude. Oh,
They haven't hurt me too much. Every once in a while, one of the casters will ding me a couple of times, but so far, most they've done is knocked off like 15-20%. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm rooted too. There we go.
And look, now you're at 70%. I got you.
Healthy.
Got 30 moments.
Oh, snap, guys. Is it pronounced Demry or Dimris? Please let me know. Because I feel weird saying your name. I don't know. He has just subtracted $10 from the Popsicle Fund, guys.
Oh, man.
He just added a new element. Thank you, bro. I love you, dude.
Ah, hey,
Okay.
well,
So we're down.
Bounty, we're going to have to talk to Drax now.
He just subtracted. We're back down to 70 now, guys. He just subtracted $10 off the Popsicle Fund. I didn't even think of that little element to the game. So I need to make a video. Encouraging people to help me out by removing the Popsicle Fund. maybe
That's
I
what's
could-
known as a win-win as a content creator. They found the win-win.
right? It's much
Dude.
better to make people pay for you not to do something sometimes.
Is this too predatory? Is this maybe we just moved into predatory cash shop kind of scheminess there? I don't know. This
What would
feels-
Blizzard do? What would Blizzard do if the answer is yes? Then you know it's predatory. Doesn't make it wrong though. That does not necessarily make it wrong.
Thank you so much. You're gonna have to tell me how to say your name. Demry. I think it's Demry. Demry. Demris. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Demris.
Let me
That
know.
sounds right. Emrys, yeah.
Gotta set us straight.
We have a popsicle war. A popsicle fund war.
Yeah. Well, see, I didn't know that was an option, Nathan,
I didn't
so
either. He made that up. He totally just changed the game. I didn't know about it either.
Can I retroactively apply mine?
I mean, I don't know if we're gonna play this game. I'm feeling like I'm feeling like it might be skeezy. Is this skeezy? I don't know.
I don't like it.
Not
It
at
sounds
all.
like an extraction mode.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I guess he did extract $10 out of a
He
fund.
Oh.
did. He did. I don't like it.
Oh, too
Yeah, we
soon?
don't like it.
Too soon. I don't know. Super chats trump a lot.
Yeah,
A lot of rules can be bent or broken.
yeah. I think as long as I don't advertise it, then it's fair, right? I can't run around being like, somebody take away the popsicle until I'm at, let me rephrase that, because when we get down to $100 left, I'm gonna be freaking out.
Right?
So until I get $100 away, I just can't advertise that you're allowed to do that. How about that? That's fair. If somebody chooses, I mean, he also paid $10 specifically to take the money off, so it's not fair to not let him.
That's right. Like, so I mean, super chats trump a lot of morality.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now you're douching it.
There you go.
I think that is the definition notion is what we just did there.
Yes, yes.
I think I just figured out what that means.
There you go. Oh, brilliant.
See, Bounty, it was worth the $3 a month.
What? $3 a month.
be able to click that. The soundboard.
Oh, you got to pay. It's a Discord.
Oh.
Yeah. What's it called?
Discord
Nitro. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, but I got the like even lesser than Nitro. Whatever's below that.
Oh,
basic.
I didn't know they had tiers.
Yeah.
I do keep Nitro, and it's only because it's easier to send files. So, like, if I pay for Nitro, I can send a whole video to somebody. You know what I mean? So, like, making content with somebody,
Oh, yeah.
you know, it's just way easier.
Yeah.
So
All
you're
right, I
saying
got you, Nathan. You ready?
Okay.
So you know how you have Lords of Napalm?
Yeah.
You can have Kings of Popsicle.
I'm not advertising. I have to feel like we've talked about it enough already. Like, I'm not advertising the Popsicle Fun. Like, I'm really not. Like, there's almost nothing I won't
you get
do.
more money.
Oh, the Popsicle Fun.
I'm just helping you get more money.
Is there rules about what state this popsicle has to be in? Like, does it have to be frozen in a cylindrical form? Could you just like melt it and drink it? Crush it up.
Well, that wouldn't be
eat
eating it. It is eat a popsicle, right?
Okay, crush it up and eat it with a spoon.
I think they
Chunk it up
specifically.
into cubes.
Let me tell you two things. I don't get embarrassed easy. That's one of the few things that does make me a little uncomfortable. But also, I'm a showman. Okay, I will put on a show when it's time to do it. I will put on a show, okay? Because I can't help it. Like, if I gotta do it anyway, right? I might as well make you guys feel like you got your money's worth. You know what I mean?
Now it sounds like you're putting on a show with popsicle.
Yeah.
Like, what is this, an OnlyFans sort of situation?
Right, that's what I'm thinking. Got a pole out there.
Pole. He eats a popsicle on a pole.
Yeah, you know.
Oh my
It's
god.
grinding again.
Nathan in a hot tub eating a popsicle.
Right.
I'll take it to the very limits of getting banned, and then I
Oh.
won't go any further.
Y'all are gonna be so sorry if you hit that goal.
Yes, you will never unsee what you're gonna see.
I'll be sweating too. Just so I'm sweating right now. Like I have a pool of sweat even thinking about that I'm gonna have to do that one day.
Nathan, just think about what would Winter think
Oh
if
my
she
gosh.
walked in on you in a hot tub.
She, you
eating
know
a
what?
popsicle.
She wouldn't think nothing. She has seen so much stuff in the 10 years that we've been together that she would just be like, he must be filming a video.
That's hilarious.
She has seen some crazy stuff. The things that are normal in our house. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Nathan's OnlyFans video.
I'll never forget when I was getting ready for a Plant Man video. And so I can't do that myself, right? Like, I need my wife to help me attach all the plants to my body, right? So I'll be just standing there in a T-pose position while my wife is wrapping a mixture of fake plants and real plants we just pulled out of the neighbor's yard to my body, right? And I was standing there doing it. Nobody was laughing. It was just a normal part of the day, right? And her grandma, who doesn't come out of her room much because she's not too well off, right? She came hobbling out into the hallway and stopped and was looking and she didn't say nothing. And she just went back in her room. But then later I heard my wife in there, and I had to ask my wife something, so I walked up to the door and I heard her asking my wife, what the hell exactly does he do on the internet?
She's probably thinking, man, that medicine has side effects.
I finally just stopped laughing. Wow.
But like everybody else was in the living room just doing their own thing. It was just, it was just a normal. Dad's putting plants. Mom's duct taping plants to Dad's body. That's totally normal. Like, this is just another day. Just a
At
Tuesday.
the Nathan household must be epic.
Just a normal Tuesday.
Oh, nice. I just dinged 31.
Congrats.
Congrats.
Finally, no more hell.
Right?
Got a pop.
Ooh, that looks really good. This guy's doing some cool art. Hang on a second, I'll show it to the stream. Now this is a cool looking gnome. Look at this, chat. Same artist who did the ogre I showed a couple of streams ago, but look at that gnome, dude. That is
Yeah, that looks
cool.
pretty good.
I like that a lot. And this is a stylized art, right? This is stylized too. It's not going for ultra realistic, but it looks really good.
Yeah, but it also, you got to understand, it's not looking like World of Warcraft.
No.
Or that bubbly, colorful art, you know?
Whose is that? Whose gnome is
Yeah.
that?
That's
Who is that?
Chloro, who I get confused because I talked to so many people, but I believe that's Bootstrapper, isn't it? Is that Bootstrapper in chat? It's a regular. I'm pretty sure it's Bootstrapper.
That's awesome.
It's Chloro in
That's a
Discord.
good-looking gnome.
Makes gnomes cool again.
Yeah, that is a cool gnome. I could get behind.
Yeah.
That is a great phrase.
Guys, I'm getting super chat. I can't see them. I can't see the super chats.
Really?
Yeah, I keep getting
Oh, that
dances.
was, that was Dimrus again.
Hang on, I'm gonna have to fix my chat. I can't even see the super chats.
Yeah, I'm not seeing them either.
Yeah, I didn't see anything.
No,
either.
it popped up on a screen twice.
Oh, it just keeps doing. It's broken.
It may be. Hey, well, that's okay. We'll just keep doing super chats.
Yeah, apparently it just recycles them right now.
Man, check. You guys okay now?
Yeah.
Trying to make sure I didn't miss somebody's. Okay, no, it says I didn't. Sparoh, did you put that song on your soundboard?
No.
Because that'd be a really good prank.
I'm trolling you.
That'd be a really good prank.
I'm not that tech savvy. There's a pop in the room here if you want it. You have this one though.
Yeah, that's the one that Dimos always uses when Dwimble tries to talk. He'll just start smashing that button so nobody can hear him. So
That's a Sparoh song on the Discord.
wait, which one did I get? I still don't know which one it is. Did I get it right? Demri or Dimrus? Which one?
It's Dumrus.
It is Dimrus?
Dimrus.
Okay.
I'm saying it, so I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm an immigrant.
Oh, actually, that would be nice if it's Dimri and the S is silent.
Yeah, I feel like it is. I feel like the S is silent.
Which one?
If it is Dimrus, then if you like start working in Hollywood, they would make you say it was Demri. I feel like, you know?
The fancy. Yeah.
Yeah,
Demri.
fancy it up, right. Like Sylvester Stallone, right? Doesn't sound good, does it? Stallone. Now that sounds good.
Demister is.
Demister.
Oh, maybe it is Demysteries. The mysteries. Demysteries.
You're
Oh
adding
my-
a lot of consonants.
No, look.
Yeah, you get
D
some extra letters.
and then Mr. and then E's, right? I mean, that's a stretch. The E's is a
Oh,
stretch.
well, MR is Mr.
We'll see.
And that's why he won't tell us, because the mystery.
It's a mystery.
Okay, it's
Dimrus.
Dimrus. It is Dimrus. Okay.
Dimrus.
All right, I was wrong. Hey, but your name now you know. It could also be the Mysteries. It's a little stretch. It's a little bit. Bootstrapper may not be in chat now, but he comes here a lot. He also helped me level up in EverQuest one time. He does some pretty wild stuff. He creates his own UIs for EverQuest, and he's a fun guy.
The mushroom?
Is that thing running from us? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, Sparoh, did you get the tell with the Nitro? There's a door knock on Discord. It freaks everybody out when it goes on. I didn't know if you had it or not.
A door knock? No, I don't think so. But I don't have Nitro. I have the cheapo version, whatever the basic is.
Oh, I thought you said you had Nitro.
It's like Nitro, but it's the basic version, basically.
Basically.
Okay.
Yeah, the basic plan.
Oh, we do need to smoke some cigars. We ought to get together sometime, Mujan, and we'll make a stupid video about us smoking cigars. How about that?
Like Joe Leonard.
Yeah, like that. Dude, he made me want a cigar so bad in that video.
I know. I wanted to smoke. It was so tasty.
Yeah, it was like I could taste the honey on his lips.
Yeah.
That sounded really bad, but you guys know what I mean.
Wow.
Cool video.
Yeah.
That sounded really bad.
So you won't eat a popsicle, but you'll smoke a cigar.
I'll smoke a cigar out of man's mouth.
Oh my god.
There's nothing worse than sharing the cigar. Have you guys ever done that? You guys ever?
Ew, no.
Somebody clip that.
Yeah.
You guys have never shared a cigar?
Gotta clip that. I'll smoke a cigar out of another man's mouth. Someone has to clip that.
I didn't mean actually. I meant like that's what it sounded like I was saying.
Oh, too late. Oh my god.
You guys have never shared a cigar like when you're in high school and you're trying to be cool? No? I have. It's gross. It's really gross.
Yeah, I've done it, but I will admit it wasn't. Sometimes these cigars have been tampered with. Let's just put it down.
Let me rephrase that so everybody understands what I'm really talking about here. I'm trying to be discreet. Have you ever, when you were younger, used cigar wrappers, okay? And you shared that, right? That's what I'm trying to say. And it's pretty gross. It wasn't a cigar. Right. You guys know what I'm talking about.
He's not making it any better.
Which, by the way, guys, I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about what the guy at the construction site thought was called a sausage. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about... Which I don't do that anymore, by the way. A lot of people think I do, but I actually do not. I do not. Once again, I'm talking about something green. I'm talking about something green. Grando Reaper. It says you've been a member for 4 months, but you've actually technically been a member for longer. Can't wait for 6 months. I heard you take people to Sizzlers.
My stomach hurts.
Oh no, I just can't. Once you dig a hole, dude, you ain't getting out of it,
All right, the clip is now posted.
Oh no! No! Where'd you post
Which channel shall we put? I put it in your chat here.
Put it in. Here, I'm gonna make a new channel called Private Secret Channel. How about that one?
Private secret channel? No.
No deal.
How about Talk EverQuest?
No, don't put it there. That's a very high traffic one. How about we do? There's one called Random Conversations. How about we put it there?
I brought two.
Right.
Sorry about that.
My god, that's great. I didn't even hear the part where you said you taste the honey.
I know.
That was the best.
Sweet honey.
The honey on his lips.
Sweet honey on his lips.
Oh my gosh, thanks a lot, Joe Leonard. Stupid cigar. Your stupid video that took an hour for you to basically just say, I don't like it. Thanks a lot.
Yeah. Half the funny part was you trying to dig yourself out of the hole. That would make it even funnier.
I was trying to move the conversation, but It didn't work. It didn't work.
No, it was a train wreck.
Did you see the title on the clip in the random conversations?
Oh no.
That's gonna hopefully get everybody to click on it.
Oh no. I gotta see how bad it sounded.
Where is it?
It's a random conversation. Oh man.
I gotta see how bad this sounds. Let's watch this together. Yeah, yeah.
Best
Yeah, I like
Friday
that.
P99
Dude, he made me want a cigar so bad in that
ever.
video.
I know. I wanted to smoke.
That's what happens when Vindini shows up.
Tasty.
Yeah, it was like I
Yes.
could taste the honey on his lips.
Yeah.
That sounded really bad, but you guys know.
Wow.
Little video.
Look at me. Look at my mind trying to twist it. I'm
You
like,
won't eat a popsicle, but you'll smoke a. Yeah.
I'll smoke. I'll smoke a cigar out of man's mouth.
Brando
No!
missed
Why did I say that? Yeah, yeah, like that.
Oh, wow.
That's gonna get brought up. That's gonna.
It's like sweet honey on his lips.
I can't see the screen. I'm crying.
Oh no.
Oh man. I think I need to put that in Pantheon Plus as well.
Oh,
Yes.
pictures,
Yeah.
That all
video.
over the internet. I think
It's gonna go viral.
this is gonna get you to like 2,000
1
to 3,000
billion.
subs, Sparoh.
Thank you, Nathan.
Oh yeah, I should put it on my channel.
Yeah. Highlights from last night's P99.
The things.
And on that note, make sure y'all like this video.
Yeah. As much as Nathan
Uh-oh.
loves to.
Kind of brought a train. I got 3 of them, so I didn't expect that.
Oh.
I thought I had 2 and 1 was green, but I got 3 of them.
I got you.
Well, anyway, what I meant to say was. Yeah, you know what? I don't know. I can't do anything. I'm trapped. I'm trapped.
You don't even know.
It's a checkmate. It's a checkmate.
That's right.
I meant when I watched somebody enjoying an actual cigar, okay? That I can, how do
You
you,
can taste the honey on his
Oh, the sweet.
I can imagine also smoking a cigar. That's what I meant.
That sounds
bet you
completely
can.
different. That's
I
like,
said it in a way
Phrasing.
that
Phrasing.
you would normally use not so disgustingly.
My
man.
God, I have laughed so hard I've been crying and I made myself get a headache.
Those laughing headaches are the worst, dude. They're the hardest to get rid of. Because your body's like, no, dude, you were happy. You gotta deal with this. That's what you get for being too happy.
Oh man.
Well, great. Now I'm gonna feel weird smoking a cigar with Mugen.
Mugen's gonna feel weirder.
yeah. I'm just like, I gave up smoking, Nathan. I can't do it anymore.
He's gonna come out and say, cigar? No, I meant a cigarette.
Like, Nathan, stop looking at my lips.
Oh.
You're like,
Your
my
face.
eyes are up here, Nathan. That's what it is.
Oh. No joke, County.
No slow jazz playing? Yeah, true.
I'm bringing 2. Yeah, I'm gonna feign here and see if I can grab. Oh wait, I still got something to fight for that. Oh, whoops! I didn't time that very well.
I just want to let you know, Nathan, this is all in good fun.
I know. It's a good time. We're all having a good time.
At your expense.
Because Super Chat tastes like honey on the lips of this text box.
Oh.
Now I gotta explain to my wife why we're $10
For a good cause.
It's for a good cause. I'll show you the 30-second clip.
There you go.
Appreciate it, Junior.
Oh my god, we did.
Now I'm gonna bring the honey and the cigars.
And I was just thinking that a second ago, what if he shows up with honey now? What are you going to do? And then he went and said it.
I'll just close my door. That's what I'll do. I'll just shut my door. Like, I see. I see what you're doing there. Thank you, Junior. Appreciate it.
You're welcome, man.
Sorry, I had to go back and listen to it again.
Anytime you're having a bad day, you just replay the clip.
Just made me laugh all over again. Oh.
The good news is it's too R-rated for Drac. That's the good news. The good news is Drac won't want to use that clip. It's too R-rated. That's the only good that's come out of this whole thing.
There's nothing R-rated in there.
I can appeal to Theric and be like, Theric, bro. Don't let him do it. Don't let him do it.
It just got as close to another man's lips. That is not R-rated. That's more like PG-13.
No. No. That's
not
R-rated.
so loud.
That's R-rated.
13.
Would you say that in front of your grandma? No. So it's R-rated.
I would.
No, I wouldn't.
I'll tell her the story for sure.
No, I mean, would you say that about yourself?
It doesn't matter if I would say it. Are you listening to it again, Bounty?
No, I'm reading the chat and dying.
Oh, okay. That is one giant gnome. What happened here?
Oh, yes, right.
Oh, yeah.
Like a Bill Clinton.
That is a big gnome. He's supersized gnome.
There's a lot of stories about how corpses ended up here. It's a common thing in this room, I'm sure.
Usually it's that repop that gets you.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I've been in some groups where we've gotten a little lackadaisical in here.
I think this is the exact room we grinded in with Bootstrapper, actually. But the new version. Was it the new version or the old version? Oh, Daimlos! Yeah, we came here with Daimlos too. Yeah, we sure did. But it was the new version, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah. Is it elementals in here? I forget with the new version.
Well, I mean, some of these mages have elementals. And that's what's nasty is if you get some of these casters together, the necros and the mages can be pretty bad. And the enchanters, they can cause problems too.
I would sit on this barrel just like I am right now when I played this back in 1999.
Where's the Ish? The Ish was way down in there, isn't it? It's been so long.
Yeah, I do like. That's why I said that, Mugen. I like the honey tip cigars. That's why I said that.
By the way, Nathan, what you were talking about earlier, while you were trying to get yourself out of the hole, they were called. They were BLUNT.
Yeah, I just didn't want to use that. I was trying to avoid the language on the channel because it triggers algorithms for people.
Even spelling it?
No, probably not spelling it. No.
Oh, okay.
You know, I do Uber sometime, or a lot, and I had a passenger the other day. I pulled up, pick him up, and he was finishing one of those off, and he asked.
We're talking about, by the way, chat.
My God.
Round 2.
Just so you know what he was finishing off. Okay, go ahead, Peace Night. Said to make sure people are doing crazy.
I had to help you out. Sticking my foot in my mouth. Oh wait, that wasn't good either. But yeah, and then he offered it to me. Like I pulled up and I was like, you know, yeah, you can take a minute. But then he offered it to me. I was like, do you think that's a good idea to be offering that to your driver? I'm like, that seems kind of unsafe.
Yeah, usually the passenger's the one, right?
But people have gotten very brazen. I'm still in Texas where that stuff's not legal, and I was just kind of shocked. But he just acted like it was no big deal. I said, okay, no thanks, man. I'm sorry.
Wait, where are you in Texas?
I'm in Houston, you know.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, it's legal, but you just can't.
Well, it's
partake. You can't partake in it.
It's like, yeah. I mean, well, plus me driving, I would think it'd be.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's considered. So if it's legal in your state, then it's considered
Like
a DUI.
DUI,
Yeah. So
Well,
it's
I think Paris County is less than 2 ounces is just like now it's just like you get a ticket. You pay some fines and you can go to. I've not done this. I've just had people tell me about this. I swear to God. But yeah, it's not a big deal now in Harris County if it's under that.
Yeah, I'm so happy I don't have to swallow it no more.
Oh my gosh! I just got finished clipping the other one.
Hey, the only time that ever happened to me, of all places, was the damn Willie Nelson concert many years ago, and I actually had to do that because they were coming over to confiscate or do worse. I don't know, but I just didn't think it was right at a Willie Nelson concert. That should be like, you know, there should be amnesty, I think. But that's just
well, of course, that's a Willie Nelson concert.
I mean,
yeah, I do gotta say for the safety of everybody, for the safety of everybody involved, and other people on the road, it is definitely in your best interest that the person finishing off the cigar is not driving. That's not safe.
Yeah.
That's not safe.
That is definitely not safe.
And that's illegal.
Yeah, that should definitely be illegal.
That's a DUI.
Yeah, cigars and driving.
And if you the cigars, you're gonna definitely probably have an odor about you if you do
Yeah.
And those cops will notice that.
Yeah, and another thing that I find funny because I haven't done any of that, and since I was young, right? But what I always found funny was that people think like other people can't smell it, right? Like people come to work, like guys that work for me, I'd be like, bro, you're gonna have to do something, dude. And they're like, what do you mean? I'm like, dude, I don't mind that you did that, right? The problem is that all the customers will know you did it too, and they're like, you can smell that? Like, yeah, dude. People that don't smoke that can smell that from like a mile away.
Oh, I get so mad when they don't even let you partake. You know, it's like, man, you didn't think of me at all, huh? But I'm picking you up, but you didn't think of me at all.
You got 2 nice clips tonight, Nathan.
Yeah, that second one's pretty
Please
good.
tell me you didn't get mine.
No, she didn't have time. It was too fast. You rolled that one out too quick.
Yes.
These ding me up a bit. I might need to heal them a little bit, but I'm still over 60.
That's still my favorite. One of my favorite shorts on YouTube, and I'll try to make it not as gross as the actual clip was, but it was just 2 dudes in like the military, and he said if you had to give up, what was it? I think it was something like if you had to give up eating steaks or BJ's, which one would you pick? And they were going around asking everybody, and most people were saying the steak, they give up steak. And then gets the last guy, and he's like, dude, I'd give up the BJ's. And he's like, what, really? And he's like, yeah, dude, makes my jaw hurt. That was the most hilarious response.
Who knew bananas and jelly would make somebody's jaw hurt?
I love it. I pull up that clip. I have it saved. I pull it up. That's another one that just puts me in a good mood. Because it was real. It wasn't staged. You know, it was just a couple of dudes in the military hanging out. And guys in the military had the wittiest freaking answers. I don't know how the training in the military makes them so witty, but man, they're the best.
The one I saw was the same, but it was plumbers talking about this.
Bananas and jelly.
Do you guys have booster juice in America?
Booster juice?
Yeah, booster juice is like a smoothie place.
Oh, no, we don't have that, no.
No, we have a Smoothie King.
Yeah, we have Smoothie King.
Booster juice is BJ, so that's what.
Oh, nice.
We get a BJ.
Nice.
BJ Bendini.
Pardon me, sorry.
What is like? Sorry, go ahead.
You know, Toronto Blue Jays.
Blue Jays.
Oh yeah, Blue Jays, yeah.
And then they have a BJ Bird.
The bird, yeah, the mascot.
The mascot's called BJ Bird. So,
oh no!
Interesting. Yes.
So we also not only do we have Smoothie King over here, but Jamba Juice. Y'all remember that?
I've heard of that. That one I've heard of.
Yeah, we had some Jamba Juice over in Houston.
That's a good name. I
don't
feel
know
like
if it's still there.
I feel like that feels right for smoothies. I don't know what, something about that feels right.
Oh, it was pretty good. We had one in the like metro area, metropolitan area. So I don't know how to say it, but it's like not downtown, but right on the outskirts of downtown.
Metropolitan?
Thank you. Yes, that's the one.
Yeah, I've heard of Jamba Juice somewhere. We had in Tennessee. We had a technical college being made, right? And when they were building it, the name it ended up being they converted. It's now a high school, but it still exists. But at that time when they were making it, it was called the Science Hill Institute of Tennessee. Okay. And they have this bridge that connects from one side of the highway to the other side of the campus. And they were like, you know, they wanted to put their initials up on the bridge. And the construction crew actually put the entire thing up there before anybody realized it said shit.
Nice.
Like, where'd you go to college?
Mommy, what's that word?
I am a pally, yes, Jeff.
You're branching out?
I know, I'm getting crazy with it. You guys will never guess what I plan on playing on World of Warcraft Season Discovery. You'll never guess. Try, chat. Try to guess. I dare you to figure it out.
Three guesses.
Dire Lord. Oh, you're real funny, Mr. C. Oh, Danny, you got it. Dang. Can't believe it.
But which one?
Actually, both. I'm doing a pally dwarf and a pally human.
Right, but isn't there a prot and a...
Oh, good call out, Sparoh. Which one will I be? A holy pally, prot pally, or what's the other one called I never played?
I was gonna say, I bet you never play Retribution. You never play
yeah, Retribution. There you go. I forgot.
I figured.
Well, I guess everybody knows it's not that one. I didn't even know what it was called.
Well, it's barely a paladin anyway, right? Yeah.
Oh, Danny guessed it again immediately. Prot.
Holy and prot are the two. That's the real paladins.
I always play Druid, and I love Druid, but with the new runes, I'm wondering if I should branch out.
Yeah, it's going to change the game up.
Well, but you'll be able to do different things with your classes, right? Like,
yeah.
I'm thinking about doing a rogue because they said I could figure out how to tank as
a rogue.
Tank. So
yep.
Right.
Yep.
I've always
I'm thinking mage.
I used to do it anyway, even though people told me it wouldn't work, and no, it didn't, but I used to try.
A mage or a warlock is what I'm thinking. If I don't do druid.
Mages,
Warlock.
mages, they don't get pets in World of Warcraft. The warlocks do, right?
Right.
Okay. So then the mage is literally going to tank like themselves, not like
and
a
you can
pet tank.
port, and you can like CC and all kinds of cool
dude, the
stuff.
mage is going to be epic in this server.
I
Actually,
know.
I might actually
That's
make
what
a
I'm
mage for the first time in my life, because that's going to be crazy.
Yeah, that's why I'm thinking mage. I love pet classes, but mage sounds fun.
Guess what Mugen's going to play next? I know because he told me, but so I won't say. Unless he changed his mind.
I know too.
Season Discovery is this really cool idea, in my opinion, where they're taking classic World of Warcraft and they're adding, they're setting the level cap to 25. At first, like it'll eventually they'll release more levels and more content, but so at max level 25, then they're taking some of the dungeons, like Black Fathom Deeps, and making it a 10-man raid, like with new mechanics and all that kind of stuff. They're also adding runes. You can go out in the world, which nobody knows where they are because they're not doing a test server for it. So it's like, besides people at data mine and blah blah blah, but basically, we will have to go out in the world and find these runes, which we can equip to certain pieces of our gear to get abilities that class shouldn't have in Classic. So like Pallies, they don't have a taunt, right? Like that's always been the prop Pally kind of sucked in Classic because he didn't have a taunt. He's going to have a taunt now and all kinds of other cool stuff. It's pretty interesting. And it's a new server.
It's gonna be a good time.
The end of this month.
Next month?
Yep.
Oh, the end of this month. Okay.
November 30th. Yep.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yep.
And no,
just pay the sub.
Yep. You don't have to buy the game.
server.
Just
I don't
get
want
the
to give
sub.
Blizzard any more money. I don't want to give them.
It's Microsoft.
Yeah, now it's
Give them
Microsoft.
Microsoft money.
Yeah. That's how you make it work in your brain. It's not Blizzard. You're paying Microsoft, and we all pay Microsoft whether we want to or not. So.
You're playing Windows, right?
I'm Linux.
You're playing EQ on Linux?
Like,
No, it's
so it sounds
VMware.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Speak English.
I miss Alex. Alexander's not in chat to come talk about Linux.
Yeah,
He's not here.
He's not here today.
There's always that Linux person who's going to tell you how it's the best.
I mean, it probably is.
It
you know,
is.
it's
No,
just I can't do it. I'm sorry, I can't.
I tried using it years ago.
Ding, 35.
That's man.
Grad.
Congrats.
Yeah,
Dude, this is awesome XP, bro.
Oh, yeah, this is great.
Yeah.
It was a lot easier to justify doing it when Windows was a complete unstable piece of garbage.
Right.
Here.
Now Windows is just
True.
sometimes an
Yeah,
unstable
it's-
piece of garbage. Not all of it.
Right.
It's come a long way
It's
since
come a
it was
long way.
95.
Yeah,
But do
dude.
y'all have what do y'all have? Like 10 or 11?
I'm not going with 11. I'm sticking with 10. It works.
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
not.
I'm
going-
saying-
Eventually,
Yeah,
you're gonna
I'll-
have to go.
Yeah.
They're gonna drag me kicking. Yeah, well, that's the way I always do it. I go they gotta drag me kicking and screaming.
Dude, I used XP until they literally was like, "You're not allowed to use this anymore." Like,
And XP was the first good one,
Yeah.
other than like
Yep.
Windows NT. Like I was using Windows NT server on my web server back in before XP came out. When I realized that's what they were doing was just going to take that kernel and put the UI on it, I was like, well, time to shut down my computer shop, and that's pretty much what I did because that's where almost all my money was coming from. Once the hardware bottomed out with the price wars in the late 90s, repair business is where it was at. And
Yeah.
I made most of my money because Windows was so bad. People just bring in their computer and have me reformat the drive and set it up. And
I will say this though, I don't remember if it sucked or not. Okay, I'm gonna assume that it did because it was because of the time. But I have so many good memories playing so many great games on Windows 98 that in my memory, Windows 98 was awesome.
well, a lot of it had to do, I think, the marketing on Windows 98. They really they went all out, if I remember correctly. They went,
And after Windows 98, I upgraded to Windows ME, and that sucked.
That was horrible.
That was bad,
dude. That was the worst Windows ever.
It was so bad,
the installation of ME was horrible.
It was bad.
Yeah, it was really bad. LME was the worst.
Windows 8 was next.
The best thing LME did, now I will give them credit. Microsoft LME was the operating system running behind the scenes on the Sega Dreamcast. And that
there's Alex.
That worked. Oh, there's Alex. Oh, we were talking about Linux. That's why he showed up. He could feel it in his blood.
Windows 7 was actually pretty darn good. I had that for a long time.
Not only knock on 7 was it had a messed up update system that sometimes it caused systems to hang and update for like hours on end.
It'd be like a loop,
and that's why I tell people I think Vista was the most underrated of the decent Microsoft Windows, because it was that once they got all the patches for it, it was actually pretty,
it sucked when it first launched. It was really
when it first
bad.
Launched, it was a mess.
But they fixed it pretty quick from my memory.
They did fix it, yeah. If I remember correctly, it was pretty quickly.
See, I don't update until I absolutely have to. So I'm not like that person that's always going, "Oh, what's the latest update?" and refresh. And,
I
think 7 was when they first tried to do the live update all the time, and that's why they were having so many issues. And they eventually got it worked out. You know, it was just it took them a while. I think, and I used to have people that I worked with always bringing me their computers, their laptops, or their computers to work on, and it was usually because they wouldn't finish the updates, and so I'd have to go get it on a
separate thumb drive and manually install it.
Just manually install it, and then so it was like I said, they were trying to do a lot of new things I think with it that ended up being standard features now. So
the best thing about Linux is, man, you can put it on a USB drive, take it anywhere, and have an OS ready to play with anytime.
And
have you ever messed with the Steam OS? That's what it is basically. It's Linux with a shell.
Really.
Linux.
I didn't know that.
I've built computers and put SteamOS on for people before.
Interesting.
I just want something to game on. I don't want to buy Windows. I'm like, oh, okay. Well,
I've never thought of that.
CentOS and Rail.
What is it?
CentOS and Rail. That's those are what I use. Back then Rail was so hard to get involved in because none of the drivers worked. It was all just so new back in the early 80s and 90s.
Red Hat, was that a big one?
Yeah, Red Hat.
Red Hat for a while back in the 90s, but
that's what I'm saying. That was so hard to get into because every time you install something, the damn drivers wouldn't work.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, I remember
video card drivers was the big deal.
I'll never forget the time my aunt called me and was like, something's wrong with my computer, will you come check it out? She had deleted a crap ton of drivers. I wasn't like an expert. I wasn't like I worked in IT or nothing. I was just a dude who was a nerd who played video games. So that meant I was the family expert at all things electronics, And I remember sitting there for hours trying to figure out how to fix it, and which drivers to get. And
I've seen a lot of those where people thought they were
a virus.
Hard drive was getting full. Well, no, they'll just.
That's what she did.
Slowing it down.
That is what she did. Yep.
Deleting files at random.
That was it. I was like, were you just deleting? So she's like, yeah, my hard drive is full.
Yeah. A lot.
Yeah.
That was a big issue with 95, 98, ME, and NT was you were able to delete those files without any issues. And then once you deleted the file, boom, your system wouldn't work.
I'll tell you something that blew my mind the other night. I found this channel, and they probably do other things, but they take this old show, and I don't remember the name of it, but it was an old 90s show, 80s and 90s show about technology and computers and how they were evolving and stuff like that. And it was this thing where they were talking about hard drive space getting big, right? And this guy was standing beside a tower. The size of him, right? Let's assume he was 5'8", okay? It was as tall as he was, right? And he was like, this is the newest technology, this, and he's has to reach up to pat the top of it above his head, right? And he's like, this thing can hold 3 megabytes. And I was like, oh my gosh, what happened, dude? I can't even save a thumbnail this 3 megabytes. You know what I mean?
Right.
Do we just waste data, or is it actually?
Oh, yeah, it changed a lot.
The programming is so inefficient.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh my God. The programming used to be, you go into a room, the whole room was full of servers and whatnots and hardware, and you take a little card, you punch holes, and then you put it in the machine code.
Like, you know, you play your Retro Nights games, Nathan. The Atari 2600 on those cartridges had 4K of memory.
Kilobytes, dude.
That's 4,000 bytes. That's it.
Kilobytes. Yeah, because I downloaded the entire Atari collection, every single game, including the adult games. Like, literally every game ever released on Atari. And I want to say it was 3 megabytes. I'm making up stuff, but it was little. It was a little bitty. And I was like, this can't be every game. And then I started looking at the individual sizes, and I was like, oh, makes sense. Most of them weren't even 4 kilobytes. That was the max.
Yeah. They're tiny.
Yeah, and even
I think
even 3D, right? Like, how is Mario 64, a pretty large game, pretty open, huge environments in 3D polygons? And hang on, I'm gonna look it up. How many megabytes? It's like nothing.
What was Wolfenstein 3D was like I think 6 megs total to create Wolfenstein 3D.
Yeah, Mario 64 is 8 megabytes, bro. It's 8 megabytes.
But you also got to think about wasn't we doing like 8-bit and going to 16 and the 32 and the 64? Isn't that kind of geometrically or
that's right.
Exponentially expand the amount of data that's in.
Your programming addressable space goes up exponentially, but it still doesn't justify the bloat that they've added in programming and the function calls that are just being called in to do a pixel line. Now you're calling all these bloated functions instead, when in assembly you were calling the registry to do that. Right. It's just like I said, the programming that was used for the Atari 2600 games has been lost to time. There aren't, those programmers are either retired or dead, and we'll never get that programming style back.
Yeah, that was my favorite Christmas morning, was when I got my 2600 when I was a kid.
Oh, nice.
I'll never forget. I used to take it everywhere with me when I go to visit, my grandmother or family, and I would carry it and, get to their TVs. Oh yeah, I love that thing.
Yeah, the tricks that people did, to make these games work, like even Doom, the tricks that John Carmack did to make that work on the software or the hardware that we had was magical.
Yeah.
I mean, that was game changing.
As smooth as that game ran too, dude. That was nuts.
On like 386s, I mean, and
without graphic cards, right? 286, 386 to play Doom
CPUs
in 3D. And I read a documentary on how did some of the tricks he did to make some of that 3D stuff work, and it was low assembly level tricks that nobody codes like that anymore.
It's so wild, dude.
It was extremely wild. I used to love making Doom levels.
Or if you ever played the original game Elite.
Yeah.
You remember that? That game loaded into
I remember being extremely difficult, especially to dock the spaceship or whatever.
Yeah, but the whole galaxy with all those thousands of 4,000 planets loaded into the existing memory of your Commodore 64. It never went back to the floppy.
Yeah,
that's how small it was. It was all in the memory of your computer.
Yeah, Elite was freaking crazy for its time, dude.
Yeah,
it was. Oh yeah, I remember just being blown away. Just the 3D effect. Wireframe just blew my mind.
They had 4 galaxies with 4,000 planets in each one, and because they use functions to define the planets and its locations, they could do that in those kind of little bit limited memory.
Wow.
And you got
25% model.
Okay. Also, Elite Dangerous, the newer one, is pretty freaking impressive too. It's 2 scale. It's 2 scale of the Milky Way galaxy.
And that's the original programmer that made this.
Yep.
I have that on Epic Games.
Yeah, Elite Dangerous is really cheap pickup. It's if you like flight sims. That's the only reason I own a flight stick. Actually, is every once in a while I just want to hop on and fly around and dock somewhere and maybe do a little bit of, you can go buy stuff on one side of the galaxy, trade it somewhere else. And then the game also has like cool stuff like aliens, that, like discovered by the players, by the way. That was so cool.
Wow.
Like they were just playing it like a space sim, you know what I mean? And then somebody found like, hey guys, there's like a civilization lives on this planet, right? And so they started sending out the coordinates, and like other players started investigating, and they uncovered there was a whole like race of aliens, and like went to war with them, and it was so cool.
He's resisting my snare.
Sounds like No Man's Sky.
There you go.
Oh, that's a good game now.
No Man's Sky is, man. I haven't played it in a while, but the last time I played it, it just keeps getting better, and the community's so involved.
Yeah, they just did an update not too long ago, and it was really, really good. I haven't played it in, I want to say 5 months, but they recently did an update in about 2 months ago, I think.
Are you talking about No Man's Sky?
No Man's Sky.
Yeah.
I love the graphics, though. I just think I like the look of it. I think.
Yeah, they did a good job. And did you guys know that game got popular all over again because
stay back. I got a train, and I might. Oh, we'll probably. I don't know how this happened.
You gonna be able to feign death it?
Yeah. I'm gonna try.
Oh, something's
I got
off.
them in too.
Oh, that one of them broke
got
off on
one.
us.
Go ahead, I got 30 mana.
I think
I
that.
got a one-eyed knoll. What the hell is that? I don't remember what that is, but it's a. But how many do y'all have on you? I got 3 in
2.
here.
Oh, do we have 3? Oh, we do have 3.
Well, a pet and a pet. Yeah.
Cause I got 3 to follow me in here, and I guess I can aggro John. Yeah. I don't know how that happened. One of them I pulled and it disappeared on me, and then I went and got another one, and then I looked back and there was 4 more like chasing after me right as I came out through the door.
Yeah, like Alex said, with the Windows updates, some of those are being infected with malware and stuff.
Yeah,
you
what
on
a
the pet,
disgrace.
Nathan?
Oh, am I? Did
I
did
don't
he
know.
pat the? Might be.
There you go.
That was the whole Edward Snowden thing. Says be careful because you already got malware inside your systems.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, the first-person shooter mode on Elite Dangerous, where you can walk around on planets. Yeah, like Elite Dangerous achieved a lot of the things that Star Citizen, not everything, but a lot of the things Star Citizen was doing like years ago. Yeah. It is fun with the flight stick, dude. It's like so immersive. It's probably one of the most immersive games to come out in a really long time.
Did Bounty go to sell?
Yeah.
Oh shit! Man, I was gonna give you some. I could have gave you some.
I'm full up. Like my bags are full,
Oh, okay.
and I have 8 bags.
Wow. You loot. Well, I'm not gonna say it.
I'm just cleaning.
He's yellow.
Yeah.
One-eyed
The
knoll.
one-eyed knoll?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn. I don't remember what he's for. I don't.
Oh,
Yeah,
he's red at 31.
Elite Dangerous is also in VR. Is that the game you're talking about? You're talking about No Man's Sky.
Yes,
I think they
Mr. C.
have VR for No Man's Sky too, I guess.
Elite Dangerous, yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Mr. C. That's what they're calling it now. With their cigars.
People know this and still don't care. Let me explain why people don't care, though. What, right? Like, people like me, I feel like I really don't have a choice, and let me explain why. All the programs and all the things I use, right? I'm gonna run into compatibility issues.
Exactly.
Hands
Yep.
down, if I switch, right? So I'm stuck. Like, for everything to work and everything I need to work, Windows has the lockdown on the freaking market, man.
Yep.
Well, not only that is we've gotten so far into technology now that what we had back then that was so frustratingly just pulling hair out to fix is now almost as easy as a click of a button now.
Yeah.
Hardware is so much simpler and easier than it was. Which
And
is crazy to say when you think about it, because you can't say about cars and working on them, but for some reason it got easier with PCs and parts. I don't.
And then now, even then, you're right. That people just don't care, because if they would know that to do something in Linux, it's a simple code, like a command line, to update a software or install a software. It's just a simple command line. It solves problems, but back then you couldn't do that.
I got experience off one of those mobs, so I must not have famed right. And then one of them, I guess it was that one-eyed knoll.
And Danny, we're on green. We're playing on green.
We got 12% mana.
Yeah, we better wait to pull these two. We might get repop in here as well, so. Oh, wait.
I mean, I remember, oh God, we used to do graphics, drivers used to be hell trying to install on Red Hat. Even trying to get your, you would do it from a USB, or not a USB, but like, what do they have? God, floppies. They had the floppies back then. And I remember you'd try to install it into your hard drive, and your hard drive would have to read the motherboard, or the system board, as they call it, to get the codes or whatever, so you can update the drivers for them. And I remember when we were doing that, we couldn't even get the network to work. So it was like, what's the point of trying to install something to get drivers updates if you can't even get the network to work?
Well, you used to have to make sure you had your like drivers in DOS just so you could set Windows up. You know what I mean? Now about it.
Yeah.
But,
Here, I want to give you a very, because I've looked into it, Alex. I want to give you one example of, for sure, a game that doesn't run on Linux, right? That I use every day. Filmora. That's what I use to edit videos, everything. Everything I do that's in video format, I use Filmora, and Filmora has absolutely zero support for Linux. If you look it up, people will say, don't even try it. It's not going to work. So that's number one. But also games, right? Compatibility with games. It just gets to a point where, like, I would, as trying to stream and make content for video games, I would run into a wall where I would actually be screwed. And I just can't afford to do that. You know what I mean? Plus, I'll tell you another reason. I'll tell you reason number two, and this is true for me and for a lot of people. We're familiar with Windows, right? So almost anything that happens on Windows, I can get to the root of it because I'm familiar with it, right? So that goes a long way. It's really hard to break away when you're familiar with things, too.
Definitely. But I just recently got back into Linux, too, by the way.
Yeah, I love Linux, and I love the idea of it, and I think I wish that it was the future, because it's, I mean, the price of buying when you buy a setup, just the price of that alone would be amazing with Linux. You know, it would drive down the price of hardware.
Isn't Android based on Linux or something like that?
It wouldn't surprise me. I bet it is.
The what is it? The Unix.
Yeah, but if I switch, here's the deal though. Like, I really like Filmora. It's super clean. I can do crazy stuff in Filmora. Plus, it's not a big load on my computer, so I can have multiple tasks going at once. It handles it like a pro, really fast. I mean, it's blinding, amazing. Everybody I've gotten to try Filmora, which is a lot of people over the years, they're always like, oh my gosh, how fast it can, export out the videos. It's just, they're going to have to go out of business for me to switch. They're going to have to go out of business. I love it. I'm a huge fan of it. I've used a lot of video editing over the years, and it is by far the most powerful, but yet easy. It makes editing fun. Like, I don't get aggravated. Like Sony Vegas, that was my favorite one before this one. Loved it, but man, the issues Vegas had, right? Like, you might be 6 hours deep in a project and it just shuts down, you know? Whereas that almost...
Wasn't supposed to...
Alright, we got this.
Yeah, I'm at 90%. We're good.
Alright, cool. Like Filmora I like too because it almost never crashes. But if it does, seconds ago it did an autosave. You're good. You're good.
I can confirm it's totally fun to use. Like,
so
editing
fun.
is so fun, so creative. The tools that they have are amazing.
I have to give it to Microsoft. Microsoft is starting to come around with the autosave features for crashing. If something crashes, it autosaves it immediately, and he comes back and says, "Hey, we found this autosave for you."
Yeah, agreed.
It's getting late for me, guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
We got good XP. I'm 50% into the next level.
Yep, 55 for me.
Yeah, I had good.
I got 32% in there.
You might want to think of a safe place to log out. I don't know if y'all
Yeah.
want.
Yeah.
You could do it at the zone or outside. You could do it there too, but best to do it right by the zone. You know, if you're gonna.
Agreed.
This has been by far one of the best streams on a Friday. P99.
You're welcome. You are welcome.
Yeah, we gotta get Bendini in here more. Gotta get Bendini in here more.
Definitely.
He brings the party and the maple
Great.
syrup.
This place, this isn't camp. This is a great XP spot.
Plus, who else am I gonna ask about Celsius? Which, by the way, I did some research. I've never researched Celsius before. And I did it because of you, Bendini, recently. And I gotta agree that Celsius actually, I take back, it actually does make sense. I didn't realize that it was like 0 is freezing, okay?
100 is boil.
100 is boil.
Awesome.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it does. Very logical.
Makes so much more sense.
Yeah, because, like, I can tell
I'm an
you...
American, and I think that metric makes sense.
metric system for tools, metric all the way. Not doing nothing else. That is some nonsense.
Yeah,
like, hand me that 7/16. Like, dude, I don't want to do a bunch of math, bro. A 10 millimeter, a 12 millimeter, I can eyeball that. You know, I can look at a bolt and say that's a 12 millimeter. You know, but anyway,
if it's too big, you grab the 11 or 10. You know how to scale down, but you'll say the fractions is like, how do you do the 7/16th, 32nd? What?
Yeah, like, that's annoying. That should have never been invented. That was the dumbest thing ever. But I can tell you this, and I'm probably even going to get a little wrong because it's just not general knowledge. So 0 degrees Celsius is freezing water, 100 is boiling water. I think in Fahrenheit it's -32 is freezing, I think.
32.
What's boiling?
Non-negative.
Boiling
32, not negative, yeah.
boiling
regular,
in
positive, negative.
in English here in America, boiling is walk away from the stove and come back later. We don't know. We don't know what it is. It's magic.
Nobody knows. It's unknowable.
If I tell you it's 30, if I tell you it's 32 degrees here, you're like, holy shit, it's cold. I'm like, no, man, it's hot.
Right.
212 degrees Fahrenheit.
Who remembers that?
Yeah. See, that makes no sense. It's even got a 12 at the end. You know?
Right.
212.
And the average American doesn't know that. You can't just walk up and be like, what's the boiling degree of water? They'd be like, I don't
I'm
know.
not a scientist.
Yeah, I'm not a scientist. I'm not supposed to know that.
I'm an immigrant. I know these things.
I'd be like, Nathan, put it on the stove, walk away, and come back, and you'll see it.
Crank it all the way up. It'll go faster.
Yeah, put it to 11.
When steam starts coming out of that pot, it may be boiling.
I can say, growing up in a border town, that in the summertime we used Fahrenheit, and in the wintertime we used Celsius.
It made you feel better.
Yeah.
That makes sense. I like that.
It was weird. Everybody did it.
I like that a lot. That's the best.
That's not bilingual. What is that? That would be
Oh, that's funny.
measure.
The only thing I don't like about Celsius, now that I understand it better, I still don't understand thermostats, bro. You guys have to use decimal points. Like, that feels weird to me. To be able to be like, what do you set it to? Set it to
a half a degree.
Yeah, do you do like 15.4? What would be good? I don't know.
In the wintertime?
Yeah.
That'd be a little cool.
15 would be cool?
Yeah.
20? Would that
like
be about
60s.
right? Maybe 16? Maybe 16 would be good.
That's in the 60s. You want something like...
Right here.
Well, like between 18 and 22 is what most people like.
Okay, 18, 22. So y'all don't have to use decimals. Because 1 degree feels like it'd be a lot of difference.
You can if you want. Well, that's supposed to be the advantage, is you can notice like a couple degrees is easier to notice in Celsius.
Dude, let me tell you something. As an American, I can notice 1 degree. I can notice
1
it.
degree Fahrenheit.
My kids will go change my thermostat to 72, and I will be like, guys, who messed with the thermostat?
Yeah,
it's
I'm
now
that way
73.
too.
It's now 73.
I'm the same way. In my house, at least. Maybe outside of my
Yeah, in my house.
Yeah.
In my house, yeah. Yeah, not outside. I can't go outside and tell you what degree it is. But, like, in my house, I can tell you. Somebody drops that baby down to 72, I know about it.
And as a dad, I'm not a parent, but I would assume as a dad you have an extra sense, though, because it's like you can feel the money.
Oh,
yeah.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
The money's
yeah.
just draining out of your wallet.
Yeah, that's why. Because I'm like, quit doing that.
Well, I'm
You
in
know?
Houston, so air conditioning is, that's a big deal. It's, something you're going to spend a lot of money on, and so yeah, every little degree that you do is going to cost you money.
Dude, it took me 8 years to train my family that it does not save money if it feels good outside to turn it off, because you're going to turn it back on in a few hours and it's going to have to redo the whole house. Every
Better
little
just let it stay.
thread of fabric in the house has to get back to that degree. So stop it. Leave it on.
That's right.
Don't
It's
touch
like-
it.
It's like you get some spidey sense on the.
Yeah, you get that spidey sense. You sure do. All right, well, are we just going to log out here, guys?
You might as well. This is a great spot to grind next week.
And if you get in, like somebody wants to jump in here and grind solo, you can go to the mobs right around the ring here and pull them solo, and it's a pretty good little grind too.
Yeah.
This was good XP. I'm glad we came here. This will be fun for next week, too.
Yeah.
And it was
for
good
sure.
fun. Had a great time.
Do you have book club next week, Sparoh? I know we got to be coming up on it.
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay. All right. Well, looks like we will be doing a little bit of good old EverQuest next Friday, so come back for that. We'll have some fun. And let's see. Today's Friday. Tomorrow, I am on puppy babysitting duty, but he's pretty good. I'll probably just stream with him. Wife's going out of town for the weekend. She's going to do a competition with my son, so I will likely be streaming a ton tomorrow and Sunday. So we'll probably do a ton of Embers Adrift, maybe some EverQuest Quorum. I'm even starting to want to just dive into some World of Warcraft Classic just to kind of prep a little bit, so we might do a little bit of that this weekend too. So come back for that. And I'm thinking, since my wife's going to be out of town anyway, I may do another retro night Saturday night. I may just pick one game, though, and just play, like, one game. Like, something cool, some RPG. I've been wanting to do that lately. But come back. See you guys later. Thank you all so much. Please hit the like button on your way out. And I'll see you guys next time. Oh, what?
That is true, that it is Thanksgiving weekend is next Thursday, Friday.
Oh.
I don't know if Winter might want you doing something on Friday.
I already told you that was a month ago. Thanksgiving.
This is the Fahrenheit version of Thanksgiving.
Yeah, we got the Fahrenheit Thanksgiving coming up next week.
Understood.
It won't affect me. I can still play.
Okay.
Obviously, I'll probably not do anything on Thanksgiving because I'm going to be making that sweet, delicious, juicy turkey. And then here's what. Real quick before we go, we got to discuss this real quick. I love turkey. Love it. I hate how sleepy it makes me, man. I hate feeling lazy after I eat turkey. Anybody else?
No, not really.
All the time.
I hate that nap, dude. It feels good. The nap feels good after the turkey, but I don't like wasting time sleeping. Like,
Right.
Might be those cigars.
The guy holding the cigar gets sleepy at the end. But anyway, everybody have a good night. I'll talk to you all later. We will see you guys tomorrow. Goodbye, everybody.
Night, all.
Good night, everyone.
Night, everybody.
Night.
Good night, everyone.